We are
Allegedly.
live. Oh, I forgot to
Allegedly.
adjust for Josh Cam.
Mobile Ed.
Josh broke our stream.
Turn my damn phone down.
I mean, we should be live. I don't know if y'all can see it yet.
Okay, hopefully we're live. If not, and you're seeing this on a delay, what's going on? Internet?
Oh no, not a delay, not ads.
I'm gonna
Oh,
save.
no, not 30-second ads.
I'm gonna
I'll
save
give a
the real
disclaimer.
intro for when I know we're live. Or
Pay for
leaving.
YouTube Premium, you bums.
Yep, bums.
We're within the 60-second window. We're live. Look at that. Shout
Look at
out.
us.
What is going on, Internet? And welcome to OnlyCops.
We were live for a minute.
We were. Yeah, we were live for a hot minute.
We're only talking a little bit of trash.
Shout out to Chris Kaufman for being first, actually first.
Voiced.
Buford T. Justice is a solid second place.
Buford.
Welcome to the channel. Styx is here. He does get the honorary third position, the lowest part of the podium.
Podium.
The Dan Hammer, the totem pole. The Dan Hammer is indeed here. He is the first mod. In the chat, Sweeper's here. Chris Kaufman is here. I already said that. Christy C. Tyler Stevens. Mr. Toastar. Michael is here. I need to know what CMDR stands for.
Commander, I think.
Oh, is it really Commander? Oh,
Maybe it's Commodore.
Could be Commodore.
Commodore.
Like the 64.
Sam is here. Producer Juan, and they're throwing emojis. Brian Miner. Still don't know how to say this name, but it's 3 eyes. Arux? Arielux? Ariel? I don't know how to say that. I don't know how to say that.
Sound like
I'm
you're
gonna call
from
him,
the Goonies.
I'm gonna call him the third. You're coming home with me now. The thing you're referring to. Jacob is here with the Pokemon emoji. Brian P, Robert Carson. Oh, it jumped again. Zeus, Sailor George, Cyber Fizz says hello.
Cyber Fizz.
Tim is here. NYS. I guess it's New York State.
Camcorder.
Yeah, you got to be very specific these days.
Yeah, that is different.
You can't just say New York.
I think it's funny that they like specific. Like, no, I'm from.
I would.
I'm
If I
from
lived there, I'd be like, no.
I don't facilitate with them city goers. Or
Upstate New York. There's mountains.
Tex, what's going on? I think I got everybody.
Shawshank's here.
Yeah, Shawshank is here.
It's been redeemed, I hear.
Stop. Kendall Thomas is here. I think I said hi to everybody. If I missed you, complain in the comment section. It does nothing but fuel my fire. This is the Tuesday stream, so we're going to be doing semi-police adjacent stuff. We have the whole stack today. Bill at his rightful place as top bun on this sandwich. I myself am the lettuce, and Mr. Juan is below me, the meat between the buns. And at the very bottom, the foundation of this wonderful sandwich is our server sheriff, Keith.
Leketh.
Leketh. Weathers is here.
Now, Keith.
A bunch of people. Anyways, drop a like if you're currently watching. We're going to do some police adjacent stuff. This is oftentimes less problematic than the Thursday stream. We'll try to keep it educational for everybody that's here.
I do want to give a quick disclaimer before anybody complains. I can't control the ads. I'm sorry. I have spread them out as far apart as YouTube will let me. But if you don't have premium, it will play an ad randomly at some point. I'm sorry. Don't complain to me about ads. It's going to happen.
So what was heard here by everyone is it's Juan's fault.
No. I have a disclaimer to Juan's disclaimer. We work very hard on this channel, and we work very hard to get it monetized. So don't complain about ads.
That too.
That is also fair. I also want to give a quick shout out to Megan, who's been crushing it with the shorts. And for the merch, I guess it's in that direction. If I'm pointing in the right direction, it might be flipped on my camera. But upper right-hand corner for those of you watching, there is a merch store. If you go check that out, you guys can go rep your OnlyCops participation there. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. We have some extra shorts. We do have a lot of episodes of Officers React in the pipeline. They will be getting to you guys hopefully shortly. And we shouldn't have.
I'm almost done with SWAT. It has been giving me some trouble.
Oh, with getting monetized?
No. Bill had like an extra stuffy nose that day. So I'm like removing every single like.
It was probably towards the end of the day?
It was, yeah. That was like at the end of the night.
Cats just had me all fucked up.
Yeah. By that point, you were dying, and like you can see it on your face, and you can see it because your face. You're just like doing
starts
this.
To, like.
So is it an do you have an allergy to them?
Yes.
I want to try. They have allegedly, if you have chickens near cats, and they will develop like a immunity to allergens for that, and then you have to feed those eggs to your cats that they will actually become hypoallergenic. I've heard this. So I have another
watch ads so we can buy Josh some chickens so that Bill doesn't die.
So broken phone, chickens, and then Bill doesn't die.
And then Bill doesn't die.
I even take an extra Claritin
just to go
when I come over. It just
You're gonna have to like down a bottle of Benadryl.
My Batman mug today.
And then just fall
asleep.
Bring.
You know what? Next time I'm gonna bring my like super powered air cleaner. I'll just have it running in between recording sessions because it's loud.
Gonna get you like the steroid nasal spray. Anyway, we'll move on from that.
I'll probably get addicted to
it. All right. Oh yeah. Yeah, I used to have that when I was younger. It works so well. Yeah. It's so nice. Dude.
Gotta get that.
Yeah.
For the Patreon group. If you want to be a bigger part of our organization here, we do have a Patreon group. That or a YouTube membership will give you direct access to our Discord. Our Discord is where all the cool stuff will happen. I will be doing an after party for you guys this evening. Because I don't have to get up too terribly early in the morning. Did anybody else pop in that I didn't see? Maestro.
I
think it's everybody. I caught everybody. Okay, let's get educational.
Alrighty, so yeah, educational. So the first thing we're gonna watch was just a compilation of funny police videos because I thought it'd be fun to start with something.
Rochester.
Perfect.
Fun. Do we know? Don't we know somebody in Rochester?
Tyler.
I don't want to dox him. Yeah, Tyler.
Right?
There it is. That's right. He doxes himself.
He's
all
close.
The time.
He's close to there, I think.
Oh, Christy said there's a new food out there that apparently helps. I'll consider it. I'm already spending money on that like primo food.
Well, you also need to stop spending it on the outside cats. You have 3 inside that you need to feed, and then you can leave the rest of them alone. They can eat birds.
They do.
Mice.
And mice. I did see a frog that has survived a pretty long time though. I've been impressed. He like looks like a mature frog, and I was like,
I also just think like nature is nature, my guy.
Hey, I'm probably feeding a coyote at some point in time. So
100% you are. At least one.
Fattening up a cat until you feed a coyote.
They are all around your house.
Yeah. Rob Swan, it's good to see you.
There we go. This poor guy.
Mute it.
Oh yeah.
That's probably ad-free music.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just generic. Oh, he got scared by a mouse. Oh, wait.
National Donut Day. Not a single donut.
I just can't believe we can't find.
We've been everywhere. Can't find a donut in this town. Nowhere.
What?
So anyway, what the?
Dispatcher. Makes that sense.
Yeah. I gotta be on this volume button, huh?
Yeah,
this video you do.
Yeah, it's everything.
I would be. I'd be pretty amped for Batman.
Yeah, that would be cool. Especially if you had like a Batmobile.
I'd be like,
Yeah, it
I'd
would
pull
be
him
so
over.
cool.
I'd pull him over just to take a selfie.
There's somebody in Dallas. I've seen them because they go to like all the conventions.
Yeah.
And they
He
have,
has
but
one?
it's always on a trailer. Like they don't drive it around, but I've seen it on the back of the trailer a couple
Probably
times.
doesn't even have a freaking motor
It's
in it.
like the original Batman. He's got like a couple, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
Like
like
the
the
classic,
original
the
Batman,
Val
and there's like
Kilmer
the
one. That,
the
like,
Christopher
really-
Nolan Batman.
Yeah.
No. It's when fuck, what was his name? John not Clooney. George Clooney.
George
John Clooney.
His
Jeff Clooney.
Batmobile was kind of wild.
Yeah.
His looks like a spaceship.
So I just I was bored the other day and I watched The Flash on Netflix.
What
Like
was
the
that?
series?
No, just
the
the
movie?
movie.
Okay.
Did you know that they put a bunch of the Batmans in it?
Really?
Way?
Like Clooney's in it, Michael Keaton's in it, Ben
Bro, Michael Keaton.
Affleck's in it.
The original.
Nope, no Christian Bale, but
Oh, couldn't afford it.
Yeah, they wouldn't. Well, I was about to say they couldn't afford him, and he's probably also like super uppity about it.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I believe it.
Gonna get mad at your lights. I was trying to find the Batmobile for George Clooney. Oh yeah, no, I love this one.
No, his is sweet.
Yeah, the one that looks like it's got like all the bat wings and everything.
Yes.
Oh, that thing is sick.
Yes, his is sweet.
Ma'am, it is. Who's the insurance provider?
Hello, you have treats?
Oh,
Treats? You have treats?
Had to catch him.
That's awesome.
He reached for his gun.
No problem.
Officer Silver. What would you do in that situation? Take the dog?
Hell yeah, I'd run.
100%.
Just kidding.
Like this is my dog
Baby,
now.
I'm not gonna make it home tonight. Look at it.
Damn.
Why?
What in the world?
Why?
What?
And why is he not in handcuffs?
Is this not US, I'm guessing?
No, I don't think so.
The stream on YouTube is a bit choppy compared to Discord.
Is it?
He's going full
Yeah.
screen. Stop going full screen,
Damn
Juan.
it. I literally tested this for half an hour today.
Hey man,
Straight up.
theater
Yeah.
mode it is.
Theater mode it is. All right.
Or you got to run it like me, 720p, baby.
Mm-hmm. It's not can't be. It still says excellent connection, which is what's stupid.
You think
Always
it's
seem to be
Discord or you
wrong.
think it's YouTube?
Booty
Not
patrol.
OBS.
I think
mean.
it's
I think it's graphics card.
oh, but it's been like again, it worked
Maybe.
earlier.
I'm saying
That's
she
what I
gets
understand.
tired. You know, that's what you do.
I'll
I
try it
guess.
on Thursday and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, because like theater mode works fine. Starting to think it is the browser like we thought last time.
There you go.
I'm not sure what this is. Oh, Subway. Oh, this poor
My
guy.
boy's not giving up.
He's doing the old hunter trick from like hunter gatherer days, where you just
Oh,
wear
he's
them
gotta
out.
slow it down. Yeah. Hey, that's
Yeah.
technically you could teach. Just keep it within eyesight, man. They're just doing the marathon. Guys just
Dude,
scroll.
it's- what are you doing?
There it is. Oh, what
I
a
would've-
shame. Go up
would've
the other
gone
way.
I know.
Not the other one, dude.
Oh wait, never mind. Just wait for
Oh,
him.
nice.
Hilarious.
Wow.
Nice. Got beat by the escalator. About to get beat by
Damn,
the now.
bro, he's got old man strength.
Yeah. Is this gun gonna fall out and go off?
Let's hope not.
I mean, that'd be funny.
It would be.
I tell you what, though, this would suck.
Like that FBI agent who did a backflip and his gun fell out.
Gun fell out.
One of our classmates just ran a 5K in full uniform.
I saw that. I
Really?
saw that. I feel like running wouldn't be that bad, but jumping would suck. Jumping always sucked. And
Sorry, sir. Have you ran with an extra 25 pounds?
I've done
pants
about a third. I've done about a third of it IRL.
Yeah,
that was sprinting,
that was,
but it would suck. It would suck, especially with the vest on and all that. Like, and you're having to run, and
how are the boots for running?
Also, boots are bad actually.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as you're not wearing like your waterproof ones, those suckers are usually heavy.
Mm-hmm.
But like the Under Armour boots I used to wear before I bought my bougie ones, those things were nice, dude.
They weren't very heavy. They basically
wear out quick, but
you got a good 8 months out of them. But they were a good 8
bro.
Yeah.
You were lucky you got 8 months out. You'd be like feeling the sole
Kind
of your foot on the ground after 8 months.
But they were pretty good. Yeah, the boots would probably be the least of your worry, to be honest, unless they were straight up leather and hot. In that case, that would suck. You're swimming in those by the end of it. Yeah,
So
it's the
doing it with like the belt and everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, full uniform.
Rough.
That would suck.
I don't know if that mustache makes this better or worse.
The trooper, he'd at least have like a little baby sombrero, you know.
Yeah. He'll grow into it.
Yeah, probably.
Oh,
shit. Speaking of that,
see that trooper hat?
Did you see the bulldozer that fell off a trailer and killed a father and daughter on the highway in Utah?
No.
Oh, dude.
So, fun fact, and I learned this because I got to sit over someone's shoulder while they were having to work an accident report. Because there's video evidence of it, because it didn't touch the pavement, that is indeed that driver's fault. For not securing the debris. However, the second that folding chair touches pavement, it's now road debris, and no one's fault but your own.
Oh,
One.
So it's like ping pong.
Yes.
Rules.
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna try.
I did not know that.
Big full screening here.
Don't get ambitious here, one.
Don't get creative. That is my one rule.
Get out of there.
Are you kidding me? Get out.
You kidding me?
That's his lunch. Bet.
Stop kidding around. Because they're goats.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right.
They got the
Force.
All right.
Who's gonna say Paw Patrol? You had to go there. So. Juan and I, our search is very different.
There it is. You're correct. Jeez.
I was like, Bob, I was really about to say it. He's like, Furry Patrol. And I was like, oh no. We're not that far into the stream for that.
Furry on the force.
Furry Force.
Tom, what's going on?
They just put music over this.
Hope her hair catches on fire.
This was probably
Here's what upsets me about this.
mandated.
It's not day shift. But what are you doing right now?
Unless it's day shift.
Like doing it at night?
Start of their shift.
I could see that. Now I could see that. Like
daylight savings time, you know?
Like, this is the one thing I did, and I will forever, in the same way that I'm uppity about firefighters, I am uppity about day shift versus like nights or evenings.
Yeah, they're two different kinds of cops.
It is very different world. I would more quickly associate with like a state trooper that works mids than I would a fellow municipal officer that works days.
Yeah.
That strong a feeling about it. Never saw us doing Krispy Kreme ads.
It was Dunkin' Donuts, bro.
Oh, sorry, Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's the same Dunkin' Donuts that Shift got written up for eating lunch at. So.
That's right.
Yeah.
Does everybody want that?
Kevin, what's going on? Hey, Tom caught us for the first time live. What up, homie?
Gonna bite him?
That's brave.
Eat them.
Yeah, he'd be getting yeeted. I wouldn't be putting him down.
Oh, he's gonna drop him in the street.
Yeah, where's he going?
I'm assuming there's.
Is there
Oh, is that
water
a body
up
of
there?
water like way over there? Maybe. Oh, there better be somebody in that car.
Kind of looks like the driver's side. The ghost in her car. Let break her ankle.
East Lansing.
Oh, of course.
That's your
College
people.
town. Michigan State.
This makes more sense.
Oh, no
That's
wonder
probably a
Retro wanted to
college
go
town.
there.
Well, no, it'd probably say Michigan State.
It's a long dance here, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh.
it's almost like maybe you could be doing something like about crime. Instead.
We're allowed to be this harsh about it because social media was alive and well while Bill and I were cops. They hadn't yet invented the internet back in Keith's day, but
We didn't have TikTok yet, did we?
we did.
We
TikTok
did?
was definitely a thing, yeah.
I've never had a TikTok, so
Where you going?
I don't remember.
Yeah, TikTok was like alive and well, like 2015.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Oh, yikes!
Yeah, I didn't get one till like 2018, 2019. I remember people griping about it.
Exceeds the cringe limit by 3 times.
That's wow. Dan's being nice.
That is the nicest I've seen
Being in a
Dan.
good mood.
Yeah.
Only by 3.
He's gonna be nice to her. He's gonna be mean to us. Watch.
Probably true.
Oh, look at the little cow.
That is a full size cow.
The baby cow. Oh, criminal mischief.
Well, they have to knowingly and intentionally.
Ah, that looks pretty knowingly and intentionally to me.
Yeah, but they don't realize that's not a mailbox. Oh, that's not like a scratching post or something.
Yeah.
I think Arlington did the lip sync thing, didn't they?
Oh, I believe it 100%.
I don't remember.
Did they really?
I'm pretty sure they did. Maybe that's the video that they recorded at Dunkin' Donuts. I don't remember.
Mm.
They totally did something like that, though. I remember.
You know what?
I remember.
There's
I
such
was
a thing called the internet, and it usually has.
We can look it up.
one play it.
I'm looking it up right now.
Okay.
Just play this one. He'll find it for me.
I'll drop it for you if I find it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Whoa.
You need some milk.
That's a use of force.
What's she doing?
Oh, look at
That's a
her.
pretty good tackle, dog.
Shout out.
That's how they teach it. You just kind of keep your head up, and you
I thought
know.
you're supposed to push.
No, I'm talking about like a football tackle. That was
Oh,
legit.
okay, okay.
That was
Like,
legit. I squared up, did the longhorn drill, cut him off. Boom.
boom. I like
You
how
get
the
that
other
bit.
girl didn't seem to realize that's what she was doing.
If this is a
Shocked.
couple, you know who's picked up what?
Hmm.
Bro, when were we cops?
2017 to 2021.
How many years ago was that?
A lot. We're 2024 now.
Four?
8, 7?
3 years?
3?
3 years.
So I would have been on South Side 6 years ago.
We're getting old. Play it.
So you were alive doing this?
A lot of videos, dude.
That's the same dude.
I had no idea this.
Morning, I'm Sergeant Thurman with
There's
Fulton
this many
Police
videos.
Department. How are you?
Good morning, sir. How are you? You remember me?
Oh my goodness, not you again.
Yes, sir.
Listen, the reason I pulled you over was speeding in the construction zone.
Yeah, I know. I apologize.
You know, I got in a lot of trouble last year
Yeah,
for accepting that donut.
yeah. I'm sorry.
Man, you sure
Well-
got me in a bind there.
Well, I'm.
Can I see your license and your insurance
Yes,
tags?
yes, yes, sir. I apologize. Let me grab that for you. Hang on. I'm sorry. Did you know that today is actually National Donut Day again? What a coincidence.
You got to be
No.
kidding me.
Yeah. So 1 year from
National Donut
Yep.
Day,
1 year ago today, you pulled me over, and
and
I.
I got in all that trouble.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. Well, let me apologize.
Oh, Shipley's?
Did you
Dog,
know-
I'm in.
Damn.
Probably
Let's see what.
Probably-
is your.
probably taking that.
Hang on a second.
Gotta confiscate him.
I'm gonna give you a warning and turn my body camera off, and I'm
Bro. Having a good
Oh.
time.
Here it is. Lip sync challenge, Arlington PD.
Sweet. Drop it in the Discord. I'll pull it up.
National Donut Day. Does it to me every time. You have a good day, sir.
Thank you, sir.
What are you hiding over there for?
It's in the podcast chat one.
Okay, sweet. Oh, I think we've seen this one. The turkey.
Oh,
yeah.
dude,
Yeah,
this
this
turkey
was such
gets
a cool
after
video.
it.
Yeah, they tried to get it with a fishing net.
Mhm.
Doesn't he jump out the window?
I think
He
so.
breaks that glass and gets out the
Yeah, it
window.
goes right through it.
We need another net.
I need a
We need
bigger
another
net.
nap. We need another nap.
Get him. Get after it.
Nice.
Well done. All right, now I just don't know too.
Yeah, the problem is he's not like a fish where you can just turn that.
I mean, we're on the second floor.
I think that's how he got in, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It's
he probably
did.
It's probably not mega suitable.
Yeah, because that glass looks like
to
it's
I got
busted
him.
in.
Hold on.
Damn.
Brady, hold on to this.
All right.
All right, let's go outside.
What an animal. Not the bird, him.
We got her. That's what you get.
The
Brad.
turkey's reaching. You're so stupid.
Well, I think I have to untangle it a little bit. Yeah, that's okay.
He was definitely resisting.
I think so.
This counts.
Why? I swear to God.
There you go. Well
Every
done.
time I'm streaming, my cursor on Discord disappears. I don't understand why. There we go. Open chat.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Hey, bro. This is blue on blue, dog.
He's not biting her.
Give me a second,
Has he
y'all.
tried to bite
There we
anything?
go.
Anything?
Broke our cameras for a sec, but I got it.
Blue on blue.
Oh, you got an apple?
There's this place called Slovacek's down near the tech stop in West. Every time I go there instead of West, because I was like, it's my people. Kinsey hates that joke every time I make it. Let's go look it up. It's pretty good at pig juice.
It's nice to see cops arresting cops.
Yeah. Holding cops accountable.
Holding cops accountable. There you go.
Ugh.
Let's
No.
go.
Oh.
All right. Let's go.
This was Southside.
Sure was.
I don't get to claim this. Hell yeah. Not my people.
Day shift.
Oh, no.
And the mall unit.
I was going to say.
Wee.
Shut up to these old people. Oh, for sure nailed. Come on, Juan.
Yep.
Get it
Hey,
together.
We got 8 seconds.
No, it was only like 2 seconds. We'll be
Mhm.
fine.
We get 8 seconds before we get dinged. But yeah. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
I want some Shipley's donuts. I want them really bad. I'm just doing that to dunk on Duncan here.
Ugh.
It's crazy is they literally made this into a Super Bowl commercial with is it Matt Damon and Ben Affleck?
Yes. Yeah.
It's basically the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Oh damn, they got everybody.
Pause it real quick. I won't say who, but there is a officer in this video that literally got into an argument with like a former Army Ranger about room clearing during room clearing training. And we almost had to go to remediation over it.
Yeah.
They found out she was that wrong. I mean, sorry, they were that wrong.
Narrowing it
Not to
down.
disparage it. However, there's also 2 officers here wearing blue that like absolutely crushed it and participating in the training phase of my academy.
Yes.
Also of which I caught one of which on a date out in the wild. And I was
Did
like,
you?
oh yeah. Shout out to Urban Alchemy. It's gone now, but I caught him.
Getting
On
it.
it. I looked at him and I was like, dog, 1, good job. 2, watch yourself.
I like how you said officer when it's clearly the sergeant.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyways, keep
Oh,
going.
man.
Sorry. Fun stories, fun times. Bro, day shift be wild. Bro, they got donuts
got
out of it?
donuts out of
Okay.
it.
Yes.
You know what? You might be able to
Legit.
make me sing and dance
Bro,
for a donut.
This is when
Not a Dunkin', but I'll do it.
This is when you do multiple takes. You go one more for safety, and then you just keep coming down this line.
Juan's got it figured out.
So,
Mhm.
legitimately, the irony here is I worked this side of town, right?
Mm-hmm.
Less than a month before this video was shot, there was 5 officers from midnight shift eating at Dunkin'. Like 5 officers congregated together. The what was the general order was only 4 officers per like side of town at one place. And someone called and said, "Oh, it looks like all the Arlington police officers are at Dunkin' Donuts at 5 in the morning." So they reviewed body camera, car GPS, all of that, and wrote all 5 officers up. And then you have a video here with 6 officers eating donuts in the middle of the day.
Yep.
Bro,
That's the irony
ad too at that.
Bro.
That's the irony of the department we used to work for.
Shout out to Googled by Dunker. Or is it Bunker?
Shout out to
That's the most savage comment I've seen in a minute.
shout out to
Patty Woo, what's going
former Deputy Chief McGrath.
on? Well, hold on. No. Fuck that guy. Sorry, I'm done.
He's not with APD anymore, so
They challenged Mansfield. You think Mansfield did it?
probably
100% Mansfield.
Mansfield
Although I
had
will
way
say
less
this.
to do.
I will not disparage Mansfield at all because I think they're actually kind of based, but
Yeah.
they also have way less to do.
Well, they used to. I think they're pretty busy now.
They got a little bit more going on.
Oh, they did.
Oh, no.
Oh, they did it multiple times. They did the municipal government. Wow.
Good for them.
Good
I
for
told you they had more
them.
time on their hands.
Mm-hmm.
We're ready to play it. We
Oh,
don't
they
need to
went-
play it. We're done. No, we're done.
No, they went well. They went all out. Look at this. They had
They have a patty
multiple
wagon?
locations and everything.
We'll watch them in the
Extras.
after party where
Yeah, we'll watch
we
them
can
in the
listen to
I'm
the
just
music.
skipping through because I just saw that they had multiple locations and they actually went like through the whole
And I'm
thing.
only saying that because I won't be in the after party. So
Well played.
We'll do
I know
nothing
what
but
you did.
lip sync
I saw what
videos
you
in the
did.
after party.
I saw what you did there. I was like, Bill, that was pretty smooth, dog. That's showing up to a DWI like, oh, it's fine. I already got all the information for the accident. I'll work the accident.
all,
Yeah,
I've done
more
is,
hours than
all
that.
I've done is run one plate, and I'm like, yeah, I got the accident.
I got the
Fuck, I already got it.
accident. It's not even the plate you ran. It's just you wrote it down in your notebook.
Yeah. It's my own plate. It's my personal.
Pro tip. Be a professional back, kids.
Hey, you can still get written up. So
That's true. That is very true. What is this?
This is gonna be police civility training film. Play it cool. Interaction.
Oh,
with
I actually watched
public.
this. This is
Yeah.
actually pretty good. I had to skip through some of it, but this is actually very good training.
I love these old ones.
Chris, he said crime must be.
For the law enforcement officer, the question of attitudes, his and those he will deal with, is of tremendous importance. Let us view this incident from 2 vantage points.
No, man, we need a station wagon, man. Make it look big, man. We don't need no Cadillac. We don't need no.
From this point of view, it looks like this. A group of young men having a little innocent fun on a street corner.
I got you.
I know they're coming over here.
The law enforcement officer approaching the group, the nightstick, the uniform, creates a hostile, menacing image.
Patrolman, you have a problem.
Got it.
Perfect timing.
Unnecessary physical contact further escalates the sense of hostility.
I don't think that's how he was trained in baton training.
Also, to my other pants, man. Where's your other pants at? In my
that
closet.
little limp wrist grip, I put that thing right up his hand.
Get off the car. Off the car.
This arbitrary and threatening attitude is seen as further proof of hostility.
Proof.
Get Get off. Chuck, what do you got to do with it? No more. I'm with you. Back up. Get off the car. Off the car. Come on, man. Get off the car, punk.
Looks like he's holding a
Viewed
table
through the
leg.
eyes of the
It
group,
does.
It is therefore no surprise.
I think he's holding it
What are these?
upside down.
Maybe.
I think that's supposed to be the grip.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Keith, real answers and appropriate answers. What are these?
Well, they got to be an adult.
You have to be the
So
adult.
yes, that is what we call the nightstick. It's and it was most of the guys on foot patrol. That's what they carried.
Hmm.
But these guys,
It looked like that too.
well, the guy, the one right here in the forefront,
Mhm.
Yeah.
more like that. That thing back there, not really sure what that is. I'm sure we could find one in the Ranger Museum though.
Yeah. I just think it's this, but just upside down.
I mean,
I think he accidentally brought his personal one to work.
yeah.
maybe.
I think he forgot his, and they went to a furniture store and
He's
just
stole one
a
off
chair
a
leg.
kitchen table. Yeah.
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 This interpretation may result in the situation getting out of hand.
No.
Now let's turn it around and look at the same incident from the point of view of the law enforcement officer.
Good job.
From this vantage point, the hostility, anger, and negative attitudes of the group, perceived by the law enforcement officer,
What
influence
hostility?
his behavior.
I told you to call the car. I don't care whose car. Get off the car. Well,
I don't care who started. Get off the car.
Dude, you get
Dynamics of
laughed
the
at in
situation
Arlington
are
if you
indeed
did something like that. They would laugh in your face.
Yep. Like, you know what? I feel like getting college paid for. I'll fight you over this. You're like,
a question of attitudes.
play it.
What's up, fellas?
Cool.
Not much. What you plan on doing here?
That'll save you so much drama.
International Association of Chiefs of Police.
Registration for the car.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Stop. Usually anything from that specific organization, you can just pretty much ignore outright as like folklore.
Hey,
Basically.
maybe not back then. Maybe back then they were real cops.
All right. Okay, Keith, were they cooler back then?
They were a little cooler back then.
Been a little cooler.
A little cooler.
Well, you got to
Trade
think.
with the horse's mouth. There it is.
Departments outside of like the big ones were probably a lot smaller and closer, and you
That's
didn't
very-
have all the political bullshit going on.
I'll buy that.
Now being a chief, you're as bad as being a politician. Like that's half
Almost.
your job.
Yeah, almost worse. I'd almost argue.
Yeah, you have more control as a
Mhm.
chief of police.
Yeah.
Attitudes,
Whoa.
a very important element in shaping the
night cop?
behavior of people, is what we want to take a look at today. Attitudes are tied in with feelings, beliefs,
you?
opinions. People have feelings,
This
beliefs,
is
opinions,
better
or
adjusted,
views
Uncle.
about all
Yeah,
sorts of things.
maybe.
The way people feel about things determines, to a great extent, what they do about them.
Yep.
It is common knowledge that everyone develops attitudes, and the important thing to bear
Yeah,
in
I have
mind
an attitude.
is that behavior
You
is
are the
influenced
attitude.
by them.
what I
Attitudes
can
are
Attitude starts with
definitely
attitude,
an
man.
important factor
Stop.
of
Yeah,
police
it does.
performance.
Stop. Don't
Your
encourage
attitude and those of the people you contact. There is a point which you as a police officer should always keep in mind. It is a very important point and one which has far-reaching significance for your success in dealing with people. The point is this. The way
Oh,
a person
red, white, and blank.
reacts
He's
to
been a
you
member for a month.
depends
My
to a
dog.
considerable extent
Wow.
Nice.
on what he thinks your attitude is.
Congrats, Blank.
Notice that I did not say his reaction depends upon your attitude. What I said was, it depends on what he believes your attitude is. The same is true of your reaction to persons you contact.
Pause real quick.
What you say and do.
In maybe a less monotone way of articulating this, you can be fully prepared to tune somebody up because you believe they're a potential deadly threat to you, but appear like you're keeping it cool. you can be. I have on multiple occasions heard in my ear, because I wore an earpiece, that this guy had a potential felony warrant out of somewhere, and been like, is that a ring on your finger? Can I see that? Tell me how the concrete feels. What do you mean? Whoop.
It's cold.
It's cold. Thanks for the heads up. You have Firewatch. Oh no.
And what the other person sees may be quite different. But what you do is based upon your concept of
Look
reality.
at that boat they're sitting on, man.
You
That's a car.
see an attitude. All that you
That's
can
how you fit all those people in
is
it.
make inferences from the behavior that a person holds a certain attitude. Now, the inferences you make about the attitudes of a person with whom you have contact
I wonder who this guy
help
is.
to determine
Like a
the
probably one of
way
the
you
chiefs.
react to him.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's probably the
On the other side,
president
John
of the
Q. Citizens' reading
club or
of
whatever
your
it is.
attitude helps to
President of the
determine
Chief
his
Club.
reaction to you.
Shut up.
It appears
I don't remember what it's called.
He's
that
the
you
Chiefy
are
Chief.
facing a man who
The Chiefy
detests
Chief.
police or who regards you with contempt.
Okay, I need to get a look at this like
Your reaction to him will be quite different naturally
nightstick.
than it would
It's got like a
Table
strap.
would be if he seems
I
to
wonder
be
if it's like a
reasonable
glass breaker or
and
something.
respectful.
What's on the end? Like, why
it's
is it like a
just- why is it
pommel?
pointy?
It looks like
That's
a
just-
pommel.
No,
like
that looks like the handle. Like
Yeah,
that-
I think
That's
that's,
what I
the
mean.
handle of
Handle.
it, and I think that's
what I'm
for-
saying. Is that like for glass breaking or what?
That's for like temple breaking.
Oh, you think that's for like pistol whipping?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's for attitude adjustments.
yeah.
For his part, the citizen reacts
That's for
to
turning
you
attitude
also,
into gratitude.
according to his judgments of your attitudes toward him.
Do you imagine taking
In
that
this
to like
respect, there is
the
nothing
skull?
essentially
Like,
different.
I mean, yeah, actually,
about
because I've hit like a table like that before, and I'm sure that's,
That's
exactly
fair.
what it
That's
feels
fair.
like.
You know when you like leave
I
a
have a
leave
scar from like a bed frame that was exactly like that.
for me it's cabinets. You'll forget a door cabinet open, you get right up on it. Like
Oh yeah,
I've done that a few times.
there's one specific cabinet at my grandma's house. Like you walking right in the kitchen, if you're not paying attention when you turn right, every
Yeah.
time,
It's you.
every single time.
police and citizen contacts. Attitudes play a similar role between people in all walks of life.
There's Bill putting up his first form supplement.
First
Oh, and he's
situation
like,
we will
oh,
have is
I don't need to work out now.
between officer and citizen. His very first contact.
Oh, you
with
mean
this citizen
these?
is aggressive.
You did not have to.
Hey
Hey,
man,
wait.
summer flavors just came out, so I had to buy a
His
bunch. And I
approach
don't know.
serves to
Nice.
intimidate and anger the motorist.
The wife was like, "You put him in your room."
They're behind me. They're right back there.
There's a
first
shelf for
form,
'em.
first
Yeah, I
form
have a
was
whole
at
shelf.
Gen Con. I saw a first form out there. I
Yeah,
don't know who they're friends with, but shout out to them.
they're trying. So they're building a whole outdoors division of First Form, and they're trying to get into all the shooting, archery, all that stuff.
I'll go say hi to them.
So you should. Cool people.
Oh, Sweeper got promoted. Look at him. He's a 5-star general now. Good for him.
I like Commander better.
Yeah.
Because
Now,
now
now his name's just so long.
CMDR.
yes,
Or-
Serves to
we're gonna call him
intimidate and
5S.
anger the
Yeah.
motorist.
Maybe it was Comrade.
Could be Comrade. Comrade Sweeper.
That's a very
There you go,
different
Dan.
conversation.
It's for you, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Where you?
He goes, hold on.
Pardon? New York.
New York?
Yes, sir.
About all you New Yorkers drive the same way. They
Larry
don't
the
make those lights
Cucumber
back
from
any better than what you
VeggieTales?
Just come through. Very sorry about that.
They
It's
said he looked up
possible
the
now to
baton. It's called a
analyze the
straight
same
stick.
incident and
Straight
note the
stick.
key differences that can bring
It's
about
to
a far
beat the
more
gay away.
productive
I was so good. It's gonna be your keep, dog.
Oh
I
my
already know.
God.
You You knew who it was going to be.
The officer is
You know, it's
professional in
keep you
his
the
approach
straight
and yet
narrow.
keeps personal attitudes
Yeah,
outside of his
works
contact
really well.
with the motorist.
I'm not gay no more.
He places his
I had
motorcycle
an interview with
behind
that
him
I
guy.
don't
Liberty
like
guy.
men.
to reduce
Yeah, pretty good time. It's called the Billy Club.
Yeah,
Billy Club.
they modeled it after me. I get it.
They
Mhm.
did. Okay, I'm done with this. Long story short on this, if you guys want to see this one, you can go check it out on our Discord.
or reduce
But
the
they
violence
do a really
already
good
present
job
in
What
the
the-
situation.
These guys need the straight stick.
Stick, Billy.
In this instance,
He was
a
trying to
hasty
kiss
and
me, and I
violent
kinda
approach
liked it.
fails to reduce the levels of anger and
I don't know why I'm so mad.
You have a problem. Problem. Bruh.
Bro, let me back at him.
another approach.
It was 50 cents when I was in here 5 minutes ago. You're putting your
hands off of it.
I
put it in my hand when I'm.
He's trying to see your titty.
I wish you would touch me with that
Trying
pop
to get him dressed.
That was the. Never mind.
Look at the creep watching in the back.
In this instance, the police officers act to reduce the conflict and separate the
It's
participants,
not June anymore.
offering a
No,
reasonable,
yeah.
effective alternative.
Problem. He makes $7 an hour. He's pitching about 7. He used to be a friend of mine. How long you been knowing?
Bro, 1960s. I was making that in
Middle
freaking
income. Middle income right there, Doug.
2012. Damn.
David, what's going on? We're being problematic this evening.
Yeah. All right. So I wanted to see. oh,
Anyways, they do a really good job of demonstrating why how you approach people will have a lot to do on the potential outcome of that. You guys should watch it later. It's like 20 minutes long,
mhm.
but it is good training.
Objectivity, dislike them.
This is actually applicable even today. So go check that thing out. It's very, very smart.
Ooh,
What?
this is peripheral heart circuit training for SWAT. I
So-
added some fitness videos in here.
I'm not.
Hell
I'm not saying that these people don't know what they're doing. All I'm saying is like 40% of these dudes are not covered up.
True.
Like, you're getting
Paintball.
tagged. You may not die, but you're getting tagged for sure.
Look at that dude's arms and shoulder. He ain't gonna die. He's gonna
That's
stop
true.
the bullet.
That's
That's right.
true.
He's gonna catch it.
He's gonna flex, and it's gonna go.
'Cause he's SWAT.
Yep.
To be able to just all of a sudden have a sudden burst of energy. Something
Oh,
happens,
is that why
all
they
of a
were
sudden we
behind
gotta
it?
Move, so you might be
They're
standing
breaching.
just completely stagnant for 3 hours.
Oh, is this
Outside
branch
the
warrant?
environment, and all of a sudden, boom! It's time to kick the door, breach the
Oh.
door. You know, do all kinds of things to get in the house, take it over as quick and fast and as efficiently as we can.
Why is SWAT training only using pistols? I don't
think
know.
This is fitness training specifically.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll take
This is like a.
Well, no, I won't take that. Body armor,
Yeah.
helmets,
Yeah.
extra breaching tools.
Yeah.
Like the
Not
Marine
sure.
Corps. The Marine Corps is not like, let's do PT. Let's take all of our gear off and then do the PT.
So, but
They're like, nah, fuck
is
that. We'll
this-
add more.
No. Listen, is this SWAT guys training regular folks in what SWAT teams do, or is this a SWAT team training?
So it says GASP teams up with Butch Steinley, Jeremy Hart, and the Louisville SWAT team for a typical peripheral heart training circuit workout that focuses on strength and endurance.
Probably
So
not-
I think
you're
it's
not-
regular
probably not putting
dudes.
that stuff on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Louisville, though, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it just says it's kind of like, I guess it's a workout themed around the being able to do what SWAT does. Kind of like,
Got it.
I guess that's the selling point.
Kind of what it seemed.
Yeah.
So getting our heart rate up is a good thing too. Not only for just getting in there, but when our adrenaline dumps, everything goes. It kind of teaches us how to control our breathing, so we can control our shooting, so we can control our decision making, all of that. It all kind of works physiologically and mentally, all collectively together.
Good man.
Gasp.
That's a bodybuilding clothing brand,
Mm.
which is why I was confused. Like,
Yeah. How many
oh,
Texas-
that's they're at Destination Dallas.
Oh.
Whatever. That's a dope gym.
You're thinking about
Like,
the worst case scenario, where you're going to be.
that is
what
a
door you're
That's
thinking
dope.
down.
Means
you don't train
expensive.
that way when it comes to fight time. You're gonna do exactly
No,
how you were
lifetime
Translate.
lifetime fitness is more expensive than Destination
Okay.
Dallas.
Really?
Hey,
Destination Dallas is like
Get a heart rate up.
it's a
get little bit of
bodybuilding
pep in
spot.
there, too.
So like
Just kinda continue
if you're
working.
into bodybuilding and posing and doing
I
all
tell you
that
what, that's a
crap.
big guy. Like he could play a Gears of War character. Like he's enormous.
Yeah.
That's a big dude.
A giant human being.
He's got to fill out a use of force report for showing up.
Kind of a shoulder press up and down the rack.
Sorry, that's conduct unbecoming.
Like,
you're just threatening everyone. You walk around and look.
We're trying to do everything we can, flexibility wise, really test these pants out, see if they're going to do what we need. Half the pants we wear, we always blow the crotch out of. And so this allows us inside here, the stretch and the
5'11", we're looking at you, dog. I burned through 3 pairs of pants. And that's the first thing that goes.
Same.
The crotch. I don't understand what it is. You would have thought, I was packing heat or something.
Hey, you want to know what though? I bet if those are gasp pants, I bet they're 180 a pop.
Ooh.
I believe that. I believe
They're
that. When that's 5'11".
expensive.
Yeah.
material man is phenomenal. So we're going to give it a test and see if it'll hold up.
See, they're in boots.
Yeah.
Actually, honestly,
It's a-
boot type of workout, I bet
That's
boots.
a giant human, dude.
He's a big dude. That's what I'm saying, dog. I am currently 255, and I probably look very pedestrian compared to someone that size.
He's probably 260.
That's what I bet. The 260 is stacked.
Not just the mental
Yeah.
stress, but you're almost trying to numb yourself to what's going on after a while with the reps. You're not focusing on how heavy it is, just trying
All
to
right,
push
calm
through as
down.
much
It's
as
only
you can.
350.
Repping it, right? It's a rep.
Okay. Now that's hard.
Big boys.
A close grip 225 with a neutral grip like that, that's not easy. See how 315 moves for the big boy?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. He's actually doing it for reps.
Much easier.
Guy's about to curl that.
You was about to, like upright row it.
That's exactly how it is.
I can't make my team look bad.
You're not worried about, oh, this vest is heavy.
Now, we'll say this.
Long time, or, it's a big ass door we got to kick down. You're just
You gotta wait till the old timer shows up. It's like really slow going it for all this. But it probably has the best ball scores in this team.
He can shoot with his eyes closed.
Yeah. He's over there doing some wanted shit, curving the
Yeah.
bullet.
Yeah.
But he's like, hey, yo, dog, like, you gotta have to lower that weight for me. Like, I'm 65 years old. I ain't doing that shit. And what the nice thing is with the SWAT team, where you're allowed like actual on-duty time to work out, they can get away with a lot of these really explosive movements because they get a lot of time to, one, work out with someone watching them, but they get to be picky with form. They get to be picky with warm-up time and cool-down time and stretching and nutrition and hydration. This would be very difficult to simulate.
They're
for it.
also not just going to go sit in a patrol car
That's
and
what it
just let all that lactic acid build up in their body.
Yep. That was the worst after like a really heinous arrest.
Yeah.
Having to sit there and write the
Sit.
report. You just feel your legs tighten up.
I mean, that's when I would get out and type on my trunk
Yeah.
if I was with someone that I trusted.
It was rare.
Who's around you? Just trying to better yourself,
Big boys.
Of course, they drove the
So last
Bearcat.
deal is what we call it ground officer rescue, that we can do with anybody.
Yeah, let's see the
Obviously,
shooting now.
Today's day and age with all the shootings,
Hell
people
yeah.
get shot, taken down, and active shooters
Actually, let's see
barricading
what
houses,
Louisville
certain
SWAT
things
did
they
at
obviously wanna use
TTPOA.
armored car as a barrier between us and them. Swoop in real quick and practice just grabbing everybody, scooping them up, getting the heck out of there as fast as we can.
You get all the money in the pool guys stuff.
Oh,
Okay, so how's it?
I call
You
that
get
guy's
smoked by a dude on a rifle from a second story. Ain't no medical rescuing you, dog. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like,
They were 15th at TTPOA.
oh, that's not bad. Okay.
15th out of like 60 competitors.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
Pretty good.
What's Texas-wide SWAT, right? I mean, that's... Or do they take out of staters?
You can go out of state too. There's Louisiana. There was some FBI HRT from Utah.
Who's top 5?
Top 5 is Lubbock SWAT, San Antonio Police Department, not SWAT.
Get wrecked.
Austin SWAT, Plano SWAT, and then FBI Houston.
No kidding.
Yep. That's top 5 for last year.
Shut up, Plano.
Yeah, dude.
Plano.
Plano's, yeah, they got
That's a scary department.
They got a squared away team.
Like, that is a very... Oh, and also, like, hiring standards have always been very high.
Yeah.
They've always been very picky. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
Roid convention. I'm not saying they're taking steroids.
That one guy is for sure.
But your boy's got some help.
Yeah. Some of the other ones just
you ain't born that way, okay? Like,
some of the other guys look like they just strength train and eat a lot.
What's funny is like some of these guys that were like really struggling on the reps that look like normal human beings are clearly still very strong and in very good shape.
Fit,
look normal.
Yeah.
Oh boy, was just ain't no amount of eating liver gonna get you that big, okay?
Well, Liver King was also on
Agreed.
an amount of steroids that I don't think I've ever seen before in a single person.
Yeah. Shout out to his genetics for being able to survive that many steroids.
I was gonna say it's genetic, but it's survival.
Maybe eating liver will allow you to ingest that many steroids, and that was the secret.
That's also why he was so red all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, shout out to them. Yeah, he's deceived. Also,
pretty dope. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't pick him. I'd have made him lay on the ground.
He helped.
Yeah, sure.
When was this?
This was 2020, February 25th.
Wow. Before it all went to shit.
Literally like a week after it all started going to shit. Yeah.
Yep.
Good time. You're still cop.
Yeah. Y'all were so excited about the job.
You know what we were doing? Not shooting athletic commercials. We're not going to do police work.
Yeah.
I'm not bitter.
We sure weren't doing this. Not
This
for
looks
lack
fun,
of
though.
trying, no.
Not for lack of trying.
We need
I
to
would
find
have
an
taken
department
the
that'll
gig.
let us do this with them.
Yeah.
I'm down.
This would be fun.
Tomorrow. Let's go.
Right?
I'm training my whole life for this.
Christian Halsey. Thank you for
Apparently
the super
Louisville
chat.
will let you, clearly, so let's go with them.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who these other guys are. There must be something going on here.
Yeah, man, it's just we really got to be prepared for anything.
That's a pretty
Like,
sweet
we're
training
last
building,
night,
though.
I'm crawling into bed. I'm getting into bed. It's about 10:30. Getting ready for the day, and pager goes off, and got an aggravated robbery suspect that came out of Dallas, and they're in our city, and let's roll out of bed. It's cold outside. Put on the long johns, get geared up, and respond as fast as possible. The whole team comes together, and handle business.
But you got to take it back.
They really need to match their music volume to their person talking volume, because it goes and then
way up. Yeah. You know what I am confused about? Their beards on the SWAT team.
Yep. That was a big no-go for most companies because
the gas mask, yeah.
Like, I understand like a certain type of beard, they might be able to get something like really short, but even mine is too long for a gas mask deal. They probably let you wear a mustache. That's about it.
Yeah.
Because
in the world?
That
is not how you. That's not how you go over ropes.
That's how you break your neck.
Can you see that again? Did like a little flip.
One more back. Look at this. He's like, you know what? Gonna bicep curl this and hope I don't die.
Going for speed.
Bro, you could tear your shoulders, your biceps, your rotator cuffs. Ugh.
You can misjudge your strength and go face first into the ground.
Yeah, you could do that too.
Hey, what's up? It's Scott. I've had some.
Hey, Scott.
Hey, Scott. This guy's doing a workout plan to prepare for police academy.
Let's see it.
Subscribers ask about advice on how to get in shape for the police academy. So here's the first thing I would recommend. You have to be consistent. If you work out on Monday and then you don't work out again until Friday, kind of defeating the point there. Be consistent.
I agree, Larry.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Take the weekend off.
Every
don't eat
day.
bad. It's your decision as long as
Unless you're
there's some kind of consistency. And I know what I hear a lot from people, and I hear this from cops as well, who are getting out of shape, unfortunately. I don't have time. I don't have time. But Scott, I don't have time. You have to make the time. But here's the good news
Neglect your
about
kids.
time and physical fitness. You don't have to go to the gym for an hour or 2 hours. You don't have to do it. I'm telling you right now, I don't work out for more than 45 minutes. It's great.
I
Do
can
5
tell.
to 10 minutes of stretching. Push yourself to the
Oh,
max for
legitimately, for like, if you're gonna make fitness like an actual priority, I mean, dude, it's like 2 hours. Like, it's like a thing to like make sure you're eating and
It
you're
depends on
hydrated and
it depends
whatever.
on where you're starting
But
from.
I'm saying,
and, like
but I'm
what
saying
your
in
goal
general.
is, but
In general,
if you can't find 90 minutes, and it could be 90 minutes throughout the day depending on what you're doing, but like if you
So-
can't find 90 minutes
So-
when fitness is a big part of your job,
well, but what I'm saying is like specifically for like let's say regardless of fitness level, right? Like if I'm looking at doing like entry workouts, right? So this is going to be doing a 1 mile run, do like a bunch of bullshit like
push-ups,
obstacle courses and push-ups and all that
yeah,
stuff.
obstacle course, yeah.
To do those type of exercises, like you got to run 3 miles. You're going to do 3 miles and then that's it with no stretching, no whatever. And then if you're going to run 3 miles, you know what I mean? Like you need to be able to do, even just the entrance exam, like physical, takes longer than 45 minutes. So that means you have to go from doing your 1 mile run, your 800-yard shuffle, your 25 push-ups, your whatever pull-ups or whatever it is they have for it. Like,
yeah,
your workouts, right? Theoretically, like look at the way boxers treat it, right? They'll box for 15 rounds when they really only need to be prepared for 12.
Right.
Right. And it's kind of the same thing. And in policing, like I said, you don't need to necessarily work out for 2 hours, even 90 minutes, right? Like that's a very thorough, very good workout.
Yeah.
I'm with him on the 45 minutes to a certain degree, but if you're really trying to, that sets a very false expectations for how long it'll take.
He's saying 5-minute warm up, 20 to 30 minute all out workout, and then a cool down. Bro, a 5-minute warm up is not enough for you to do an all out workout for 20 to 30 minutes.
Like 30 minutes is a long ass time to
like
work.
not even my warm ups are usually 20 minutes. If I was gonna do like just say a hard 20-minute workout with like nonstop movements, like as many rounds or reps as possible for 20 straight minutes, I'm warming up for 20 minutes. I'm not warming up for 5 minutes and then half-assing the first 15 minutes of my workout and then going hard for 5 minutes.
And the reason I bring this up is if you follow what he's talking about, you'll look like me. If you follow what Bill's talking about, you'll look like Bill. Okay, like that's kind of what I'm getting at. Is like it sets an unrealistic expectation.
I have a little pharmaceutical help. So,
but even if pharmaceutical help or not, how many more injuries do you think I'd incur trying to keep up with someone like you who's taking the time to do very deliberate? You know what I'm saying? I'd be having shoulder injuries, back, or worse. You and I just decide to go to some super Chad bro workout where they're over there doing, power clean the deadlifts, and I'm used to this 45-minute format.
Yeah, but also like, how good did we feel when we used our lunch to walk around a parking lot versus go eat fast food?
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like there's so many things you can do, and I think we'll probably make our own version of this video.
Yeah, Bill's juice.
It's prescription, thank you.
You just gotta find the right doctor, and it's all prescription.
No, you just need your test levels to be 85, like mine were, and then you can get testosterone from your doctor.
All I'll say this is even if you're not necessarily like through the workout program and all that kind of stuff, if you look
see my balls.
If you're trying to go into a profession that's going to require physical altercations, like what policing, same thing I think would go for jailers and things of that nature. The fitness standard should not concern you.
Right. That
That's
should be
all,
the
that's all I'll say.
That you should be baseline,
Yeah.
Kidney King. Oh my god. At least you didn't call me the gallbladder king. But if we're being really honest, like yes, fitness is important.
Yeah.
But I think rather than spending a ton of time like trying to get more muscular or even like faster as far as running, I think you do 3 days a week in the jiu-jitsu gym, and then the other 2 to 4 days a week you focus on compound strength movements and then aerobic capacity that you could get a very good workout done in 90 minutes.
Honestly, running by itself, just straight cardio,
Yes.
you're probably doing better than most. You
Yes.
still see zero strength,
Yes.
just straight cardio. You get buy a treadmill.
Yep.
You're doing 3 to 5 miles a day. Like, bro, you're gonna smoke through most of that stuff.
I have one right here. It sits under my desk, so I can do it. While
And it makes you better
stuff.
at everything.
Yeah,
Like it literally makes you better at all the other stuff.
Yeah, and it's the lamest kind of workout to do, and it's not very sexy, and you're definitely not going to get jacked doing it. But I think for police work, it makes the most sense.
I ran this morning. Thank you very much.
No, but I'm saying, like, if that's all you did,
I know.
you wouldn't look like you if all you did was run.
No, I'd weigh about 80 pounds less.
That's what I'm getting at.
On purpose, like so I could run faster.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
Or you take your straight stick to BJ. Yeah, I want to hear all his wise advice.
If you just jump into a workout after not exercising consistently and you go to a CrossFit gym and you say, hey, throw everything you got at me, I got to get in shape for the police academy, you're going to have one workout, won't be able to move for 7 days because of soreness, and then you're going to quit because you get burned out and disgruntled. At least that could happen, or you stand a very good chance of that happening. So be consistent.
So he is, I will give him
that is correct.
Credit is due. Consistency is key. And I do think CrossFit applies very well to law enforcement because
There's
it's
a lot of compound.
It's always got a dedicated warm up. Most days have a dedicated strength that's going to be a compound movement.
Yeah.
And then it's got a Metcon that involves strength, gymnastics, body weight, mixed modality conditioning, and even odd objects like sandbags and shit.
Yeah, which you'll encounter in the wild.
You know. But CrossFit is not for everyone, and it can burn you out if you
I think
go too hard too fast.
So much of it's also very like technique driven.
So the biggest thing with CrossFit, and I think BJJ would be the same thing. If you have a poor instructor, like not knowledgeable, not very good at teaching, you're going to get wrecked. Bitch, I can walk on my hands and do a muscle up. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, muscle ups, that's a whole different ball game.
I'll eat your workout for lunch.
Okay.
Got your time allocated, 20 to 40 minutes of working out. Heck, doing burpees for 10 minutes can be a good workout. If you don't know what
10 minutes straight of burpees. Oh my god!
Good luck with that.
10 minutes of straight burpees. I'd rather run.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not go run for 10 minutes straight?
God, could you imagine?
I would give you is you have to get
For
strong
2 minutes of burpees would suck.
Push-ups and pull-ups. Don't have a bar. Then
Talking
do
to a
this.
CrossFit
Do
coach,
push-up,
my guy.
Then do this. Push-up. Do 2 push-ups. Then do this. It'll start to work on you. My recommendation is that you be able to do 20 push-ups without stopping. That's a bare minimum.
Yeah.
Ultimate recommendation is to always be able to do more push-ups each and every week than what you were able to do the week before, but at least bare minimum be able to do 20 push-ups without stopping.
That's the threshold.
Bare minimum. You never want to be bare minimum anyway. Yeah. Next exercise I would recommend that you really need to get strong with, because you could very well have to do and to pass some kind of physical fitness test, or sit-ups. Plus, having a strong core can help your back. It can
It's
help
in almost
your legs,
every
your body
fitness test.
perform well because you have a
There's
strong
better movements
core.
than
So
sit-ups,
sit-ups
though.
are absolutely
Like a
important.
plank
I would
makes more
recommend you
sense
be
for a
able to
police
do
officer
at least
Yeah.
50
to build
sit-ups
core
without
stability.
stopping. Again, if you can only do 35 sit-ups, then just start practicing them and work your way up.
Also really
Not
hard to
get
do
down on
correctly.
yourself if you can't go
True.
from 35
Under
to 50.
fatigue. As
then
reverse
you're
the plank,
going to
you're just
have
like,
to
ah,
work
fuck it.
on
You're just gonna
yourself
curl your spine. You're not
consistently.
really
We
working
all
your
do,
abs
but
at that point.
overall, calisthenics are very important.
Yeah, that.
Jumping
We'll get a lot of
jacks,
tires.
squats, lunges, burpees, mountain climbers, those kind of calisthenic workouts are absolutely phenomenal when it comes to physical conditioning that you could very well have to do at the police academy. The next exercise you're going to have to do, like there's no way around it, there shouldn't be any way around it, is jogging. Going to have to run. My advice, be able to run 1.5 to 2 miles without stopping. I don't know what the times are going
Not
to be
enough.
for your school. It's up to you to understand the qualifications necessary.
I would say I used to do 3 miles. I remember when I was getting ready for academy, I did 3 to 5.
You should. Yeah, my top end was always 5 with a vest.
And the other
I
reason
got a weight vest.
The
and
only reason we're
worked my
getting
way
at
up
that
to
is-
running.
So when you're running for time, you are trying to run as fast as you can at that distance, right? So like if you're trying to get your mile time down to like 8 minutes, right? Like you're getting after it for running. The problem is if you do that and are just smoked by the end of that mile, you still have other stuff you have to do afterwards. And so like the level of cardio you kind of have to have is just different. Like I would at least 2 should be the floor technically.
Yeah.
Like that should be probably the lowest I would do. But I remember specifically going out of my way, and typically I'd get to like 2.5, and like that third mile.
Yeah,
is
but
always
also
more, but
when you run more, you can run slower at a lower heart rate,
Yeah.
build up your endurance. So then when you do run that all-out 1.5 miles, you're not like sucking wind.
yeah, you're not dying at the end of it.
Because like what'd we do in academy? What was the test? Was it a 1.5 miles?
It was 1.5 miles because it was 6 laps, not 4.
That's right. Yeah. So
Yeah.
my best before 2020, my best 1.5 miles was like 12:15.
Yeah,
And I was running
13:12 or something like that.
I was running a lot to get there. Like a lot of miles to get to 1.5 miles time where I could do that without dying.
Yeah. Like it that's what I was saying. Is like I could do 3 miles, right?
Yeah.
Without stopping. And that's at like a 8.5 minute pace.
Right.
Probably
So
like a 9 minute
then
pace.
you knew you could push it for half the distance.
But I could easily I think I did 13. It was like just over, I think it was like 13:12 or 13:10 or something like that.
Yeah.
But I'm able to do, you think about that. I was 2:20 still running.
Yeah.
And that's not fast. There's plenty of dudes that'll run that way faster.
Oh, no,
like
I'm
that's
none of
making
this
it
is-
easier on
none of this is
yourself. Yeah.
bragging. We're not
Yeah.
winning any races.
But like that's actually what we were doing for police academy, right?
But compared to our counterparts,
Jesus, bro.
like
Oh, I saw like a 20-minute like mile and a half. I was like, what are you doing?
yeah,
Like I could have ran 5 miles in that time.
yeah.
Yeah, we saw some bad stuff.
Gonna do 10 minutes of burpees. Be back once I wake up from blacking out.
Dude.
Have fun, dog. It'll be great.
1.5 miles under 15 minutes. I think it's about the standard. I think a lot of people use that
Should be,
standard.
yeah.
Is it the Cooper standard?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, our stuff was the Cooper standard tests.
But that's a good threshold.
Yeah.
Jog for 15 seconds, sprint for 10 seconds, jog for 20 seconds, whatever you need to do, but just do something. Don't go on just a casual stroll week after week after week without pushing yourself. You can really only get strong. We've gone over the fact you don't need to work out for an hour or two. You can do it in 20 to 40 minutes. Do push-ups, do at least 20 without stopping. Get pretty strong with sit-ups. You can also do planks to help build your core. Be very familiar and conditioned for workouts with calisthenics. Next is one of my favorite forms of exercise that I've had the last 3 years, and I have felt younger because I've been doing this. And I've also built my core up and the toneness of my arms because I do yoga.
What? Yoga? That's for sissies.
No, it's not. If you look up some of the most elite athletes of the world,
Yoga
you'll
makes a
see
lot of sense.
that they do yoga. I'm not a
Yeah.
Seattle Seahawks fan by any means, but I do like Russell Wilson. He does yoga. Yoga can help prevent you from getting hurt while you're at the police
Just because of the
academy. It can
awkward
help to keep you young. And when you do put on
stress you put on your
And
body
it's
with all the
your
equipment.
joints and all that stuff. Yeah.
stiff when you wear that gear for 12 hours or however long your shift may be. I recommend you.
Little Duck, what's going on, homie?
You look up Sean.
Also, sitting in the car for
Yoga.
10 to 12 hours, yoga would definitely help with that.
He makes
Not exactly
yoga
that,
not so
but-
boring in my opinion, and also
In
has
Houston right now,
many
maybe.
workouts for you
Maybe.
to choose from. You know what? In fact, I'll just leave a link below to his channel. So there it is. You've got it below. There's your resource for staying young, staying strong, and staying physically fit and preventing injury. I can't count. Whatever. I'm a Marine. Next thing
Does he have
recommend is
a
if you do have the
separate
ability and the time to get to a gym,
nutrition
then,
video?
yeah, do what-
Because working out doesn't mean shit if you have shitty nutrition.
I have no clue. I'll look it up
Yeah,
later.
that's the only other
don't have the
downside.
time and the money to
In
be a
general,
member of a
food
gym,
can
then
kill
buy
you
some
fast moving
kettlebells,
enough.
Just make that initial investment.
Well, and we've talked about doing a food thing for when you're on the job too, because like
Yeah.
all of this is great, and then once you're past academy and you actually get on the job, and then you're sitting for 12 hours and you're eating crappy food, this
Yeah,
all
dude,
goes out the window.
academy versus shift life is so different. Like, it's just,
Yeah.
well, for us it was. I mean, if you go to
Yeah.
one of those more intense academies, I think it's a little better.
And that can be your
Yeah,
weight training.
we'll get on it one of
Well,
these
if
days.
You can maintain a good balance so you're physically fit with weights and cardio, that's great. But for police training, it's not really that imperative that you bench press 400 pounds. What's really imperative is that you meet the cardio standards and the calisthenic standards of a police academy.
I think
but not
also
least,
for
you
heart
have to
health.
eat well. Bottom line, I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
saying don't ever
Oh, he
have
said
a
eat well. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is
Nutrition is the
get your
last
fruits and
section.
vegetables in, get your whole grains in.
Yeah, I
get your
think
lean
I
meats
think
in. Grabbing a quick
steroids
burger
in.
at a fast food joint.
Get your
is not gonna help
steroids
your
in.
Physical conditioning. You can
Just
eat
maybe
like
whole
crap
grains, dog.
and work out.
Yeah.
You're not going to really look that much
Pause it.
different.
I don't even listen to him anymore. I think diet.
Welcome to the
part of
10
it.
Code mindset.
Yeah, whoop.
That was very good general advice.
Yeah, I think I would value cardio over pretty much anything on there. If you were only going to pick one and it was just torturesome to you, I would probably do cardio. The other flip side to that too, especially when we're talking about endurance, and CrossFit falls into this really well because you kind of get both.
Yeah. You do.
Is with CrossFit, I mean, you're really there's a lot of this workout where you're really pushing yourself to like your like max heart rate when you're doing stuff, right? And you're having to
Yes.
sustain that for a certain amount of time.
Yep.
Is stress response. So when
Yes.
you're scared, and this is going to happen to you, your heart rate, you will feel your heart in your face. And in that moment, you have to turn. I'll give you the shooting analogy, right? Your instinctual feeling when you have an explosion happening in your hand is to resist that, right?
Right.
You get punched in the face, you want to resist that. Any of those things, you want to flinch to try to accommodate for that, but that's exactly the opposite of what you want to do. Decision making under stress is the exact same way. So when your heart rate is you're at 180 beats per minute, and now I have to go make a life or death decision. CrossFit done right, and this is avoiding injuries and still maintaining technique, allows you to not get into fight or flight, where now like your fingers don't work and words don't work anymore in your mouth, and you just start yelling, you know, show me your hands, you know, or whatever, and you can't get off of that. Like all of that's very indicative of your autonomic nervous system taking over and your fight or flight taking over, and you're losing all critical thinking.
And it's much better to do that in a gym, like in a workout, like push yourself to like near either puke or like blackout failure in a workout like that. And you will definitely benefit in the long run with
what's cool
stress.
about what's
Do
cool
it by
about that
yourself where no one's around.
That's what I do. Yeah. That's me.
In
And
the
I like to
woods,
do that.
near a body of water.
Yeah. What's fun is the
I hope that a bear eats me while I'm
yeah.
blacking out.
you don't lose your ability to cope with that. Like where I've considerably dropped off in my ability to do cardio and sustain stamina and all that kind of stuff. The practice you have on dealing with that, so I can get my. It was funny. I had to do that shooting video. There's an OSD video where literally they put me on a heart monitor, and I was like 270 something, almost in that video, and it's crazy out of shape. So it didn't take very much for me to do kettlebell swings to get me at an elevated heart rate, but I was still able to do. Literally, like it was like maybe 10.
Your heart rate was already elevated.
Yeah, I picked it up and was like, oh god, yeah. So I'm doing kettlebell swings, and he's sitting there staring at the heart monitor. And he's like, dang, my boy's at like 190 beats per minute. And you know what I mean? I'm over here just sucking wind, and I'm still doing A-zone hits at 20 yards. Sucking wind like that. And so because I have the coping mechanisms in my brain that even at an elevated heart rate, I'm still able to make good decisions or apply acute motor skills. He got done with it and he was like, dog, you might be out of shape, but your boy still got it. What helps with that is when you're in good shape and have that, you're those dudes that get shot at, you know, win a foot race, arrest a guy, and still have the wherewithal to like make sure the scene's secure and slow everybody down. You want to be that guy.
You want to know what my max heart rate was today for my 4-mile run?
How much was it?
159.
No kidding. What was your time for 4 miles?
852 miles.
No kidding.
I'm at 159 right now.
He's like, I'm thinking about that. Like,
Tapping my feet
Yeah,
and it's...
you're probably on like 17 cups of coffee though.
Oh yeah.
So that's kind of what I mean. It's like it especially if you've not coming from like a military background or you're not coming from like former law enforcement and even sports, it's not the same because in sports you're worried about losing. You're not worried about dying.
Yeah.
And dying's of different primal fear.
Sports also have built-in rest periods.
Yep. And like you can kind of give up. Like, you know what I mean? Like you just get gas and you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna get burned, right? Like it just happens. But like in a try not drowning is a really good example. It's a very different survival mechanism you have to kind of reach for. I'm not saying go out and try to drown, but I think what Bill's saying of like trying to go into the point where you vomit, but still accomplish the workout successfully, I think it's an important skill if you're going into law enforcement.
And it's
normally
like do there than in your first
a nice, safe, controlled environment. Yes, yeah. They would make us do it. I remember Fight Sim 1. Not all of us got the same Fight Sim 1.
Oh.
But they made us go to full on exhaustion. They were asking us like, "Where are you?" They gave us some like arbitrary address that none of us were going to remember because he told you 2 seconds before you got in a fight.
Yeah.
Right. And they let 3 different people fight you, all of which are in great shape, and you're gassed by the
large humans. Some of them.
Yeah. And I fucked up because I was in the 200 plus group, so I got nothing but large human beings.
Yeah.
And I was like, dog, you're 285. I'm 220. How is this remotely cool?
Also, you have to start like on the ground
on
like
your back
with them with their knees like up in your elbow or your
and they're
armpit.
crushing your diaphragm.
Yeah.
You're just trying to survive mount. You're not allowed
like,
to
come on, get up, smack you in the face.
It was a good time, but great place to learn. Like that's a safe, controlled environment to go learn. You guys want it? That'll be a Patreon benefit. I'll go beat you up so you can learn something about yourself.
Ooh, I'll beat you up.
Yeah, be careful. Got some people who like that.
Juan out here out of the metal. What is this? Oh, he dodged the spike.
He dodged the sticks. Yep. He went around.
Oh no,
him.
he saved it.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah, he went right around. Shout out.
Good on them. What is this?
You know what this is. You know exactly what this is.
Banter, bro.
This is the future of policing right here.
I'm ready. My body is ready. His thing says police on it.
Yep.
Let's get after it, big fella.
This dude's got a machete.
I want to know how they
or a katana or something.
How do they implement it? I tell you what, you do not want any part of that expandable baton mode. That would have hurt.
Look at the kendo dude.
Yeah, that's sick, bro.
Look at kendo stick.
Oh, is that a real sword?
Yeah. Yeah, this was a dude at a mall with a katana.
Jesus.
Was it really?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Well, I guess this isn't like in a mall.
It's the angry salary man. They're taking forever to cuff him. They're searching him before cuffing him? That's wild.
I think it's the training scenario.
That looked like a rubber knife.
Mm.
Yeah. There's got to be training. Still, though, they got after it.
Yeah, regardless. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Is he wearing boxing gloves?
You got like one, I think. Yeah.
Man, I hope that was real. But... Oh, yeah. I think he's wearing the padded gloves, so when they swing that stick.
Oh, it doesn't hurt his hand.
They probably
makes sense, yeah.
Bro. Kendo sticks. Like,
That's pretty cool. That's a great like training scenario, though.
Yeah. For that one guy.
Did they use the man catcher at all?
Yeah, that's how they pin him. So they
okay.
Yeah, so they
the
hit
shield
him.
guy got him.
Yeah, so you see the one back there, and then there's the other one on the right. So after they get it, they pin them both.
Right there.
Dude, stop. So this chick here on the right, or this person here on the right, put it behind their knees.
So he tripped.
While the
Like
other guy pushed him in the waist so that he would topple over.
Yeah,
That's
right
awesome.
here. Yeah, where she gets him from behind.
Waist to knees.
That's awesome.
Yup.
Dude,
Down he
man,
goes.
catcher for the win.
That's very smart.
With the legs.
Yes.
But I'm here for the night. I'm here for the man catcher.
Also, the
We're
little
gonna
shield.
call
I
it
like the little shield just for if you got a knife wielder. You know, it gives you something.
The only downside is, dude, getting grappled when that dude's got a knife and all you got is a shield in your hand. That's a bad feeling. I'd want something like a cow prod or something like aggressive. I'd want something that was gonna like leave a mark.
It's got a little baton.
From getting grappled. You know what I mean? Like a legit cow prod. Like I want to injure this person and burn him a bit if he decides to try to grapple me while I'm holding my shield.
Yeah.
Shout out to them though.
This is apparently Swedish police.
Where do you come from? That's her, sondern what? Where do you come from?
Where do you come
Hungary?
from?
Poland? Czech. Czech, come on. I'll show you something. Come on. You want to see the deaf people? Deaf people? Pictures? Come on.
It's a deaf people picture. Is they gonna do sign language with them?
No? You don't want to see him? Why do you make pictures?
Oh, he's being sarcastic.
If you want, you can say hello to him. You want?
Oh,
so now you have to pay
dead people?
€128.50 for making pictures here from the accident. Shame on you.
Oh, he took pictures of the
That's what you're
accident.
doing. So,
I think he's saying dead people.
driver license,
Yeah,
the
I
car
think he is saying
documentation,
dead people.
And the passport, please. Hey, look at him.
This is
Look
petty
at him. He
police.
comes from Hungary. Look at him. Yeah, come. He comes from Hungary. You don't want to see him?
Sorry.
Why do you make pictures?
Okay.
You can look at him. He comes from the own country.
This is
From
pretty
Bro.
metal.
I'd go look.
Go on. It's completely.
It's my job. I
Für
take
uns auch
pictures.
durchaus eine Möglichkeit, die Leute mal mit ihrem Verhalten zu konfrontieren, einfach bloß
I don't know what you're saying,
128,50 € zu verlangen und sie wieder geringen. Sie müssen fest, dass dieses direkt, das ist hier kein Spiel, sondern das
Dicks are taking pictures of dead bodies on the side of the road like a jerk.
Yeah, but
Bro,
like,
shout out to him.
What are you gonna do with that? What the fuck do you like?
I don't know.
You know
man.
what's wild?
I'd be curious
In America-
though, because
There's nothing we could do about that. But shout out to them for.
it's one thing if it's like I'd be curious to see to be the same asshole. I want to see the accident to see like what he's actually taking pictures of, because like
Yeah.
I've taken pictures of the traffic like blockage when I'm trying to, because I need to tell somebody, hey, I'm running late or whatever.
100%, I understand that.
And so like,
but if he's like,
on,
if he's driving by with like his phone out,
yeah, if he's doing like this nonsense where he's just like holding it out as it's doing, then yeah, that's douchey. But like
Good
getting
on
a
him.
picture of like a wide shot of like, hey, we're
I'm
stopped
stuck.
here. All these lanes are blocked. There's a big fire truck.
If there's a fatality, especially where we work, the whole highway is getting shut down.
It was the whole thing.
bro. If there's
Poor little
a
guy.
fender bender, the whole damn highway's getting shut down.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Zeus change his name.
Who?
Huh?
Imagine an American cop doing this. He would be unemployed.
Yeah.
He would be unemployed pretty quickly. Shout out to that though. They have just social police there. Like, you're being a dick, so I'm gonna mess with you.
That is kind of cool.
Yeah, just get to be
Being a
sarcastic.
dick. Yeah. I love this guy.
Yeah.
I think that's going to show no patient found. Thanks.
Yeah. Bro, I tell you what, I wouldn't even be mad if they cleared like that. I'd be like, you know what, I get it.
That's weird.
That's incredible.
Ooh, looks like it's gonna rain. I'm gonna go get my umbrella. Oh man, is it gonna rain? God, I knew I should have called out sick.
Not wrong.
That's pretty relatable. Bro, you remember the old Cloverleaf?
Yes.
Bro, it would be foggy outside.
Yeah.
Crash. I hate those intersections.
Southside had the 20 to North 360. It was that long curving ramp.
Yeah.
No one ever slowed down. Every time it rained, you could guarantee an accident. A single vehicle into the side.
I tell you what, there was a rollover that one of our favorite supervisors was there that liked to be real extra on stuff.
Yeah.
And I heard him on his way, and I was like, y'all need to take her. This looks serious.
Yeah.
She was gone before he showed up. He's like, you don't think it was a DUI? Nope.
Nope.
I have no idea where that beer can came from. Nope. It was a rollover. I was like, could have been in the field. I don't know. I literally checked the car. I was like, hold on. Nope. I don't see any open container. You can't get mad. My patient's gone.
Dude.
He was sniffing that DW.
Of course he was.
It was too late in the shift for him not to.
This
Michael,
is
what's going on?
theater mode. There we go.
No, can you show me out at 7th Ave in Osborne? I got a unmanned vehicle that was kind of taken off from me. It's a Waymo car.
Oh, is this that?
Not every day
Yeah.
you see a Phoenix police officer pulling over a driverless car. But that's what happened June 19th after the officer observed a Waymo going haywire in traffic.
What's a Waymo?
No, like,
You remember getting the training for this?
Yeah.
It was East.
We got training for this very thing. I'm like a fucking.
Thank God it never happened.
No kidding. We
Okay,
had like
so
3 on Northside when this happened, or when this started.
Google self-driving car project was called Waymo.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we had, it wasn't Waymo, but it was something pretty much identical.
Yeah.
And they had like a whole, it could sense when it had flashing reds and blues, so it would stop.
Yep.
And they had like an emergency shut off in the center dash. I remember getting like an email I had to
I don't
sign
remember
off.
what that the name of it was.
We had a whole procedure we had to learn when these things became legit, because you don't have a suspect, you just have a vehicle.
Yeah.
It'll tell Waymo, stop resisting.
Just keeps driving.
While most Waymo cars can be seen throughout the city driving safely and behaving civilly, erratic driving is not completely out of the question with artificial intelligence.
It was
The driving
right
factor.
onto Washington. Almost hit me. I had to swerve into the fast lane.
Phil Briggs says Tuesday he nearly got sideswiped by a Waymo on a mission with no regard for the car surrounding it.
My son saw an accident. We've seen him dead in the water in the middle of the intersection. So it's just, I don't see any good from it at all.
I reached out to Waymo to find out more about the potential for
This seems good. You
errors in
just
their
ride in the
cars.
passenger seat and get chauffeured around.
And they said
It's
Waymo
good till it's
has
not.
much better drivers than humans.
I mean, it's no.
3.5 times
Drives into a lake.
injury-causing
I might do that anyway.
I go.
I might get sad and do that anyway. So.
And that was the end of OnlyCops.
But we got intern Megan getting trained up.
Well, I was about to say, we'll have Megan.
Every stream, she's just crying because she misses Juan so much.
You are driving like that, and we get pulled over.
We'll get a tier. We'll get a sympathy tier.
Yeah, there you go.
Life insurance policy.
That's right.
She's like, I don't know who programmed that car to go into a lake.
Officers, though, are provided training to deal with robot-operated cars. Waymo cars are also able to detect an emergency vehicle.
Oh, there, they're talking about y'all's training.
To safely pull over on the side of the road.
Waymo also makes it very easy for law enforcement to simply press the
Until it
button
doesn't.
on the inside of the car and get connected immediately to
AI GTA IRL.
talk them through moving the vehicle off the road,
Pretty
finding the
much.
insurance information, or whatever information that the officer needs for their investigation.
All right, officer. I appreciate it.
Recalls their entire fleet of self-driving vehicles. Damn.
Uh-huh.
That's a rough follow-up video there.
Didn't Tesla have to recall? Like
They recalled like everything.
They had a fatality, and I
bunch
think
of their
that
cars?
caused like a
Mhm.
certain generation of.
I think they recalled, a lot of the Tesla like sedans, and then I mean they should recall the Cybertrucks. Those things are falling
Terrible.
apart everywhere.
Fucking trash, dude.
It'll be
That
a
thing
while.
is trash.
Real bad.
I finally saw one in the wild the other day.
It's
There's
worse
one
in
my-
person.
Yeah,
I think.
they're ugly as sin.
Yeah.
Ugh. Whatever.
I'm a physical fitness and tactics instructor here at the NYPD Police
Nice.
Academy, and today
Okay.
we're learning about the safe wrap. I'm gonna have to say
Safe
that
wrap.
as far as
I
any
was
technique
very
I've seen so
skeptical of
far
this
with two
when I saw
officer cuffing, this is the best.
Hi, Lieutenant Kevin Wynn from the New York City Police Department. I've been doing jiu-jitsu for about 27 years. This seems to
Gracie
be the best
instructor.
two-on-one method so far.
Hey, how you doing? My name
Awesome.
is Lieutenant.
Gracie Jiu Jitsu is legit. This is what
Yes, it is. But I will say this, just like CrossFit, if you're gonna go to a Gracie Jiu-Jitsu school,
instructor matter, dude.
yes,
The
just because it says Gracie doesn't mean it's top level.
Louis So from the NYPD. This is going to be a game changer throughout all the law enforcement community.
My name is Jesus Pastrana, lieutenant from the police academy. When the move was performed on me, I couldn't move. I was trying. I was fighting hard. I trained, so I was trying. I was thinking I could get out of this. No way I could get out of this move.
My name is Officer Carl Scott. I'm with the Training Bureau for 10 years, on the job for 19 and a half years. I think this is the most effective system. It definitely reduces
That we learned.
Lawsuits.
Yep.
And I also feel that it helps with the
So
communication.
pause it real quick. So my only issue is everyone that's currently demonstrating this has an instructor shirt on.
Yeah. Yes.
So the way
But
we got
they're probably recording them learning to teach, right?
that's what I was
That's
getting
what
at.
I assume this is. I
It's
assume
what-
these instructors are learning this technique to then teach.
When you get like an academy class, you're going to get a lot of downtime with them. I think this is a very easy thing to roll out to the academy class, right?
Yeah.
But in service,
In service where you get like an hour.
at best, dude. Like I remember
An hour to like
yeah,
wrangle cats.
the last in service I did, I think was in
To, like, the
2020.
last one.
Yeah, I think it was 2020. It was like mid 2020. And we had like a 2-hour block of going over this. It wasn't this specific technique, but like you could tell who was closer to having had an academy. Like the younger guys did not struggle with it. The old heads were like, fucking this shit is like there's a
They're like,
hand. Yeah.
I got a taser for a reason, son.
Yeah, and it's not because they are any better or any worse at handcuffing. These guys were, especially the guys that were like coming from East Side or North Side, very active police officers. The problem is the techniques can become so technically complicated that it's very hard to know unless you get a lot of reps. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like the leverage based technique will work with anybody, but you have to know how to do them. And it takes a while to have the skill. Shrimping took weeks for us to learn.
Yeah.
Weeks. And it's like the simplest thing ever,
Hard though.
but it's hard to accomplish unless you have reps. So I don't know.
Not easy.
That's my only issue with, and mind you, I'm sure the department paid for them to learn this technique so that they can implement it or whatever. But I would rather.
And then
like
you're gonna
to
get
see-
written up if you don't use it.
That's my only beef is like I'm here for the teaching of it. I'm here for them at least applying some of these techniques. But to say one specific technique is the best way to do it, like what happens if he's already in hidden arm?
I was just
What
about to
happens if-
say, what have we seen in
Yeah.
I don't know, 70% of videos where the suspect's on the ground, what do we always see? This.
They immediately go hidden arm, which
They're
is an easier
they're
technique to
never
learn.
out like this with their arms on their sides.
Yeah.
They're always like this.
I think
Or,
the other
or
yeah.
down here.
The other half of it too is you're taking for granted that you're not gonna have like issues with like having wet hands or like being in a mucky environment. I had to get in a fight with somebody in mud, like in like almost knee deep mud, and it made so much of this impossible. I was just lucky I was twice the person's size, which made life a lot easier. That's my only beef with this, but we'll see what they have to say and sing its praises or whatever.
Lieutenant Kirk Anderson from the NYPD. I'm the commanding officer of the Tactical Training Unit. Safe Wrap is being trained to hold my instructors so we can bring it to the police officers out there patrolling so they can
Like
help.
all of the little techniques they're
Detective
doing
Nieves, got
are
16 and a half years
legit.
in the job. I
but-
work at the tactical hideout facility. Henry pulled us up. Had a bunch of us try to arrest him, and like usual, when a bunch of people don't normally work with each other, and we try to do our own thing. Once we were trying to do our own thing, it was really becoming ineffective. At which point, a knife came out. Knife came out. A lot of us, we didn't even mention the knife because we kind of get lost in our own world, so the communication goes down.
Too many problems with the prone restraint. It gives the subject too much opportunity to get up, reestablish himself, and then forces the officer to escalate more as opposed to de-escalate.
Historically, the police mindset was to put someone in the prone position, get the hands behind the back, and get them cuffed. However, that has a tendency to compromise breathing. It also restricts the ability to get the hands behind the back. if the
Don't
subject is
resist.
tied
I don't
to
have to
one.
worry about
The main problems we were running into before was we were always laying the subject prone onto their stomach, and
Yeah.
we were seeing that they were always covering their hands. We were getting the hands
Yep,
covered,
hidden
You're
arm.
trying to take me to jail. I'm going to resist.
or they would have the power to push up and get away from us.
It was
So
the
what
first time I was
happens
Quit
if
your
they
bitching and be
go
better at your
prone?
job, Josh.
Yeah, well, my beef is like, what if they choose to go prone?
Right. Then what are you gonna do?
You know what I mean? Like,
Tactical
I don't know.
snuggle.
You're gonna roll
lis-
them on their side.
I'm listening. God, you'd opening yourself up though.
Yeah. Ow.
introduced to
We'll
this
keep going.
technique. They picked me, I guess, of my frame. While they were executing the technique, I had no clue what they were doing, but at every iteration of it, I felt no pain. My neck was in
The
full
guy in the
range of
bottom
motion. I
gets
could
that.
breathe. Nothing compressed my chest. I was able to talk. I was able to articulate my words, but I actually had no range of motion that they wouldn't allow me to have. Very
Oh.
safe. No pain throughout my entire body. It
That would have
was
hurt
a
me.
swaddling feel.
That's my bad knee.
There was
Pause
only
it real quick. That 100% from the waist down hurts.
Yeah. That's not comfortable at all.
I think from the waist up, I think that's probably fine. But from the waist down, that 1000% is costly.
Depending on your shoulder mobility, these guys do jujitsu.
Oh, that's fair. I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Do that to the guy we saw in the SWAT team training, and I
Yeah.
bet he's gonna say that does not feel good on his.
God, dude,
upper
imagine losing that hand, that
Yeah.
like up hand,
Yes.
just due to sweat or some shit.
Nycop, a taser does not work better than all this.
No.
A taser, no.
2 out
Hell
of 10
no.
times, maybe.
No. 2 out of 10 times you'll get temporary compliance, but none of that puts them in handcuffs.
Yeah. that
This is
doesn't-
way. I would take this over OC in most
Yep.
situations. I would definitely take this over taser in every situation.
Yep.
I'm gonna say the man catcher's the wild card here.
Used
But,
correctly, the man
used
catcher.
correctly, yeah.
Mhm.
I
works
tuned
very
somebody
well,
up with that.
but
Yeah.
you still have
Limited
to be able
use.
to empty hand control, put someone in handcuffs.
I also don't like that you have to ditch it.
The man catcher.
Yeah, because you have to ditch it, and imagine doing that in like again some of the apartments where to
Yeah,
make
it
arrests.
works in a
Yeah.
group.
Yeah. If you have 4 cops.
Yeah,
It
somebody's
works.
there to protect the tools.
Yeah.
And
It's
yeah,
great.
I don't know, yeah. Anyways, there's some salesmanship going on here with this technique. I'm
exertion
listening.
that I
though.
felt was from me resisting.
With the safe wrap, we have the guy laid down on their side, one person on the legs, one person on
That
top.
for sure hurts.
There's no
Yeah.
pressure on the diaphragm. There's
I
no
believe
pressure on
that
the
you
neck.
can breathe.
They can't move over to their stomach and they can't move over to their back. They're completely immobilized. I felt it myself. I couldn't move.
By having the person in the safe wrap, you're going to get control of the hands and work with another officer effectively while you're communicating to do the same technique.
So it's almost
without
like a
causing
figure
any
8.
injury or compromising
Yeah.
breathing
But
at
on
any
the
time.
Then the
side,
cuffing
kind of.
procedures still
They're
don't have
just
to roll the subject over to their stomach.
Worried
Simply
about
lift, feed the hand across,
breathing.
feed it to
See
the back,
that?
and then
Cuffing
cuff
in that
safely.
position,
The
that
best
is
part about the
not,
safe
I don't
route
think that's
is that it keeps the subject in the
going
recovery
to do
position
great for
the
people
entire
with
time, which
any
promotes
type of
free
shoulder
breathing.
issue.
By promoting free breathing, you're able to keep the subject safe. You're also keeping the officer safe by doing that.
There's no pressure on the diaphragm, which is huge.
Go back.
Nobody's
Go
doing
back.
that. There's no pressure on the
Right
diaphragm.
here, stop it. That trade-off right there, go back like 3 or 4 frames. The second he lets go here, that trade-off right there, he's in a very strong position with like the suspect here.
All he could do is
Yeah.
shoot that elbow back up, and he's probably hitting that officer on the upper body,
or
and then
frame.
he could straight punch the guy on his lower body.
Or he frames out and he's able to roll himself back over.
They still got his legs. I don't think he's gonna frame. I think you're more likely to get. I think you're more likely to get an elbow up and then a punch straight into the face.
Or you're retrieving a weapon at your waistline.
Could do that too.
Dog. I don't know. I have my beef with this thing.
Huge.
Somebody correct me in the chat.
Nobody's being choked with.
Well, we all know why this
tracheal or
technique
carotid
came about.
chokes.
If we can get
100%.
officers
Given
to
the
learn
language
safe
around
rap,
it.
and everyone's speaking the same exact language, we
Can
all
you
know
say
exactly what to
ACL
do.
to him? My boy
If I
gets
am
it.
the person that makes first
Hey, but
contact, that
how do
means
you do
I'm
this
gonna be the
technique
one
by
on
yourself?
top, controlling the top portion of my
Yeah,
subject's body.
that's required
So
too.
an officer, he
So what
knows
do you
right
do
away. I'm
when
wrapping
you're
up
by
the
yourself?
legs. I'm in charge down there.
Go back.
In 2 hours.
Go back real quick. Just go back a couple frames to that last guy they
this guy?
put in here.
Officer, he knows
Keep going. Keep going.
right away. I'm wrapping up the legs.
Going back a little bit more. Yeah, just slowly but surely. How does this guy get him here? This is a great technique. What he's doing with that offhand, that's a great technique for immobilizing that arm.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how he gets him there. I don't know about that, dog.
Oh, he's like
This guy clenches you. That's not happening.
He clenched him at the neck, though.
What I'm saying is, if this guy underhooks you and like clenches,
Right.
like, that
Like
ain't
his
fucking happening.
his clinch is up around his neck.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I guess you have to do that when you're doing a 2-man takedown.
The 2-man takedown looks weird.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
The guy on the bottom's doing fine, but the guy on top's like basically not contributing.
But like right there, he's only winning because he's letting his left arm hang.
Mm-hmm.
What if he has a knife in his waist and he just reaches in and shoves that up your chin? Because your
Yeah.
face is right next to his.
So they taught, and I've actually executed this before. Our favorite cop that just did the 5K helped me with this.
Yeah.
We had a kid hit his parents and ran, and I didn't want to hurt him, but I just clenched him and waited for her to show up. And I literally have this poor 160-pound kid, probably maybe 140-pound kid, clenched. And I told her, hey, we're going to do 2-man takedown. That's how calm this was. Shout out to good training and good cops. So she wrapped up his legs, and we slowly brought him to the ground. I did that because I knew he wasn't armed, and
I
I
heard this story.
twice his size, right?
Yeah.
Because I did it in that compromised position where I knew, like, I'm not worried about him trying to grab my tools or whatever.
Yeah.
He was able to go hidden arm, and it's a whole pain in the ass. I let him do that so that I didn't hurt him. Now, if this was someone Bill's size, right, and motivated and assaultive, I don't think that's happening. But you know what I mean? Like, none of that's happening. I'm likely having to sneak in a right hook to hope I daze this guy. Right?
You like,
yeah, whap, you know?
When you get
Probably
that pointy bit of the straight stick, and you go,
Exactly. He's
Shove it
taking
in
the
my
straight-
mouth.
He's
Yep.
taking the straight stick to the nuts, is what's happening. That's probably the only way I'm immobilizing this dude. Like, that's kind of what I'm getting at. Is like, though I like the technique in pieces,
yeah,
in practice, this is really not going to work on a highly combative person. Even with all the techniques we had we had likely the best training in the country.
You still needed like some luck in
That's what I was
body
getting at.
movement to get those techniques to work.
I would take Keith's generation that was just taught, but throw that guy on the ground and just handle up. Just because at least they were quick on going hands-on and decentralizing this person, right?
I also just noticed that in parentheses it says patent pending worldwide. Like,
That's kind of what I mean. Is
Come on.
it's a
yeah,
it's
this is
a-
an ad by Gracie Breakdown for the technique.
no,
that they,
yeah.
No, I get that, but I'm just saying, like,
I don't know.
you need to make money off of this. Like, it's
Of
just
course.
I don't know.
I haven't said hi to Loki in a long time. I'm saying hi now.
But that is one of the things about this video that bothers me is like there's not anybody actually trying to fight back. This is one of those. This reminds me a little bit of
limp.
Yeah, dust training, and that like yes, this all works great when the person you're fighting is playing along.
Yeah,
I need to see it work on somebody who's fighting you. They don't have to be going all out, but just like
all those guys were like,
trying
"Oh,
to
I couldn't move" when you're already on the ground.
Yeah,
bro, if you leave my left arm exposed, I'm gonna punch, pinch,
dude,
grab, do whatever.
And here's what would suck in our training environments: it would be somebody yoked up like Bill, right? And they would make him put on gloves.
Yeah,
and they'd say, "Give him like 6 out of 10."
Yeah, and you're getting 9 out of 10.
And like just because you were bigger,
yeah,
they give you a little smirk and be like, "I can tune up this rookie. It's fine."
Yeah,
like they were
those days.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I used to hate that shit too because I'd walk in the room and they'd smile. They're like, "Oh, that's the one that's too nice."
Yeah,
he's the talker that's too nice, so we get to punch him. He won't complain. Anyways, yeah. I'll see what I want to see this bullshit ass takedown here real quick. He's probably also going to give up his right arm.
Yeah, he's not doing anything with that left arm.
He's giving up.
Yeah,
he gave that up. I had
even
beef,
moved it
dog.
for him. It was over his eyes, and he moved it down for him.
I had
put him in
beef.
the right position.
Same thing here.
Now, dude,
I understand.
show this full speed. I want to see it.
Yeah, well, I understand. I'm pretty sure they got all that video from when they were teaching them like this is how you
Yeah,
do it.
no,
But I'm just
yeah,
like,
I'm with you.
this is not
We know exactly
convincing
what to do.
me
We
that
may
it
have
works.
Never even met each other before.
No, I
That
wanna
right there is
see-
not happening.
I want to see headgear, and I want to see this. At
Yeah, yeah.
Grab up the upper body.
Because the like waist takedown absolutely works in real life. Straight arm bar, hidden arm, absolutely works. Like screw this, what he's doing here.
They put themselves in.
So I don't go back to when that guy was laying on his stomach once.
Just do hidden arm
Right
here.
there. Do the figure 8.
Yeah.
Lock his legs up. You're already
Yeah.
halfway there.
Yeah.
You can hidden arm his arms out of there.
Yeah,
Just as easy as you can roll him on his side and do this
Weird
safe wrap.
safety. And their concern is positional asphyxiation, right? But you can not be breathing for more than 30 seconds, which shouldn't take you any longer than that to get cuffs on the guy, and they'll be fine.
But also, if you're doing hidden arm, you just put your one knee on the ground, your other knee goes across their lower back, so it's not even on their diaphragm.
So I'm for
And then
everybody.
if they try to lift up and pull out, you just grab their arms. They do the work for you.
Jacob said, "Grab his dick and twist it."
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, you got your
work.
free left arm over here.
Yeah. So the reason why we're arguing about this, and the reason why we're being very picky about it, is this is going to be policy for NYPD.
Yeah.
If you try to apprehend somebody,
Pin that one.
not but if you apprehend somebody not utilizing this technique and injury comes out of it,
You're gonna get a write up.
automatic potential loss of qualified
If
immunity.
you didn't you didn't use the patent pending worldwide.
And they're going to try to use this technique to try to separate themselves from liability on officers getting into use of forces. To be honest, if this was policy and this was the only way I was allowed to use force, I just let them run, or I just OC bath them and tase them. And if they're willing to comply at that point, cool. If not, I'm not going hands on. I remember when they made the VNR deadly force. We were there for that transition. And I was like, I didn't VNR anyone before that, but I was like, probably if I'm going to have to VNR you, I'm probably just doming that dude in the temple. Like, why even try it if it's going to be deadly force anyways? Policy can make decision-making very hard on police officers.
Wrap it up on the top. You wrap it up.
They have to give themselves up for this. There's no way that hand exchange happens.
Universal language. Firefighters know it. EMS know it. Police officers know it, right? So if I'm working with FDNY and we need to perform CPR,
Buddy here is
I already
pretty
know
yoked.
exactly my role. He knows
They look great. A lot of these guys are instructors, and they look. I believe these guys are capable of taking people into custody, but these aren't cops.
If we're all
These are
working
training
together,
instructors.
These are academy
we know
guys now.
exactly what to do without even having met each other before. I'd have to say that I would love to start teaching this to recruits as soon as possible.
Dog.
That if we had this during George Floyd, if
Nope.
we had this during Eric Garner, we won't have any of the issues.
Go back up, rewind it.
This to recruits as soon as possible.
I feel that
Pause
if
it real
we had
quick.
This during
This is the statement I knew was gonna fucking come up. Hey, let it play.
George Floyd, if we had this during Eric Garner, we won't have any of the issues that we have today. Safe rapper life.
I have nothing positive to say about that.
That's the PR line.
That's what makes me mad about it, is I think the whole fucking thing's PR. Like, you have all of these Gracie certified jiu-jitsu instructors that could have covered an entire breadth of acceptable techniques that would work, but aren't specially designed to prevent positional asphyxiation. I don't know, dog. That's my beef. And I wish they would have just left it the quiet part and not said the quiet part out loud, right?
We all knew
Like,
what it was. Everyone could look at that and be like,
Dog.
"Oh, I get this."
I don't know, dog. Whatever.
Which also, and it's not even relevant in that case either, because like recovery position existed at the time.
That's what I'm getting at, dude.
He was already in cuffs. Like
I was gonna say he was
cuffs.
already in cuffs.
Yeah.
So what is getting him into cuffs had nothing to do with
that whole situation,
anything that happened.
No.
And even in the Eric Garner case, no Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu was leveraged, right? This was a straight VNR basically. And then in the George Floyd case, he's already in handcuffs, and they just didn't put him in said recovery position afterward, or provide they used those specific, I don't know if he had a script there, or if they just asked them questions until they said it. I don't know.
Sounded
man.
pretty scripted to me.
Doc, I have beef, and especially my biggest issue
is it's
coming from
video.
Yeah, it's coming from somebody in the instructor position. This is not coming from people who are actually ever going to have to try to implement these things. Oh, thank you.
So this was after only 2 hours of safe rap training. Okay.
So they're okay at it.
You know what's funny? These same instructors were just teaching VNR 2 years ago.
Easy.
And teaching it well.
Yeah.
Because VNR is not that complicated.
They were saying this is going to save lives. If only we had this during Michael Brown or whatever.
If only we had this during things that this would not have helped with.
Cops stopped a cyclist for the shirt that he was wearing, but they did not expect the guy's answer.
Hi, we're getting a lot of calls about what? Your shirt says armed cyclist. So, you have any idea what you sir? Under what grounds are you asking?
Pause it.
Yeah, because you don't have PC, you dumb motherfucker.
I'm just saying.
I was hoping that's the one you were going for.
I'm just saying. But y'all are not doing good today. I was doing so good this stream. I was doing so good.
I like this one because it said it was an armed cyclist shirt. And I feel like ARFCOM should sell those, Josh. Just do armed blank and just put different hobbies and professions.
Armed keyboard warrior.
Armed
whatever.
Okay, we're keeping that one. That's gonna be ours.
If you have any idea, can you get your supervisor here? He's right here. You're on video. About what?
Agreed.
I doesn't give you PC.
So what?
About your
My lighting
appeal.
is perfectly legal. So what? My lights are perfectly legal.
Oh, he's too lit up? He's
If you
too
want to-
visible?
If you want me to show you the statute, I'd be happy to.
Bro, he's hitting me with
I'm going to be on my way. Unless you have grounds to hold me.
Come on, supervisor.
Okay, have a nice day. To hold me. This is consensual, and I'll bid you a nice day because I got business to attend to.
Hey, he wasn't rude about it.
Not at all.
Good job on that supervisor. You know what? That is a female cop win. Shout out to that supervisor.
He's also
understanding
in
her
a very well maintained and marked bike lane. Leave this man
Mm-hmm.
alone. He's not riding in the road. Okay? So let him be on his way.
Good on her. Shout out to that. I'm not mad about this video anymore.
So if somebody, okay, so
speechless.
My question on this was if somebody calls, I'm guessing they just called 911 going, hey, somebody's wearing a shirt that says armed cyclist, uncomfy about it or whatever. Like,
it should have never got dispatched.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, do you even get dispatched to that?
Now, if you have a shitty supervisor, yes. If you have a good supervisor, they hear that call go out, they read the call text.
They'd call it.
Hell no.
They'd either cancel the call or they would call the complainant.
Yep. Or as Keith said, no.
Yeah, because this seems like a huge waste of just everybody's time.
It is. It is a huge waste of time. It would be a simple phone call back to them saying, hey, listen, I understand it might have made you feel uncomfortable, but there's literally nothing illegal about it. Therefore, we have no grounds to go and stop this person.
And here's why you have to be careful with this. Were those lights on? Yes.
Yeah.
Was he effectively detained? Yes.
Yeah.
And their reasonable suspicion was a shirt. A consensual stop's not lights.
Yeah.
It's not officers getting out and kind of quartering you. Like,
no, that's a stop.
He could articulate he felt that he was detained for no crime.
You could
and have grounds for a lawsuit.
You could technically call that a traffic stop because he's following traffic laws on his bike. And if she's going to bring up lights,
his lights,
like, yeah. So are you stopping him for an equipment violation or for the shirt? What are we doing here?
And she tried to push the envelope and realized it was a bad idea and was like, maybe he's not the one. Shout out to that guy for suspecting. That's S tier.
Also, I'd love to see the it's probably what a city code thing.
Oh, the statute that he was going to pull out.
Yeah,
I bet he's got it.
Well,
like,
no, I was
nice
gonna
and
say
neatly
like
folded.
I was gonna say show me the vehicle operations statute that says I can't have this many lights. Like I can't make myself more visible on a bicycle.
But yeah, I think good on them for at least realizing they didn't have authority. However,
her
this is
he didn't. He
was about it.
The other
he was
cop
about to
didn't
walk
do
himself
shit.
into a lawsuit.
He wanted to hook that guy up.
But you have to be careful when actually doing the encounter because it can be perceived that way. And like I said, you can cost the taxpayer a lot of money for a lawsuit over what? Over not a crime.
Yeah. Also, this is important why even for civilians having a camera is
very important. Good on him for having one. Honestly, if you're going to ride a motorcycle in the street or a bicycle in the street, have a camera.
Yeah.
You should, yeah. On your bike or on your helmet or on your person.
A famous magician uses some foam balls to distract this police officer and steal her watch. But the best part is that she thinks he's just doing a regular magic trick and has absolutely no idea what he's really up to.
Hold the ball tight. I'm going to try to put one ball in that hand and two in this hand. You ready? I'm going to do the pressure. Ready? Psycho, did you feel it go yes or no? You got to be honest. Here, try again. Did you feel it go yes or no? Did you feel it go that time? Look at that hand. Look, it's gone. Hold on, I got this. If one's in my pocket,
he did.
one's in your hand. If one's in my hand and one's in my pocket, you tell me how many in my hand. I'm going to give you a souvenir you can keep forever. I do not. But you know what? She was an awesome officer, and I'm going to give you your watch back. Never steal from a police.
You know why? You know why you lost your watch?
Because it's an Apple Watch and that sucker just has a little tab stick.
It's
good luck getting this garment off, bitch.
It's a sin on patrol to wear an Apple Watch.
Yoink.
Yeah, those are so easy to get off.
I thought he was gonna steal her gun, and I'd have been like, I'm impressed. Awesome. I'm impressed.
We need to make that skit.
It's me just doing magic, and I just reach over and take.
Yep, and he's like, huh?
And Josh shoots me.
Yeah.
I have a gun.
He cuffs you and you just get out of him.
Josh is like, here's my magic trick. Whoop-pow!
Dispatcher need to call it the ambulance, but not for me.
Yeah.
This one's from
warrant and
Blank.
showing up at his front door, investigators decided to go to Mr. Tuggle's home and install 3 cameras, and they mounted them on utility poles so that they could surround his property and monitor him. But detectives didn't stop there. They then used remote control technology to pan, zoom, and adjust to be able to get a 24/7 live feed of all the comings and goings inside the home of Travis Tuggle. In fact, they did this for over 18 months without a warrant. Police were able to gather enough information.
What would the warrant have been for? I want to put a camera in a public place. That would be like saying, I don't have to apply for a permit to put a Ring camera on my property.
Correct.
Because it's one facing outside, which is a public area. If my landlord wanted to put a camera inside of the house,
Yeah, much different.
that's a whole different conversation, right? Because I have a right to privacy and XYZ. But like, I could see where maybe like a telemarketer might require like you getting a special license if you're going to run around and go door to door.
Yeah.
But on a public utility pole,
Right. That's owned by the city.
Public, like, no, it's not an HOA, dog. Like Juan can put a Ring camera on his house without consulting me.
Yeah.
So like the same thing would happen because it's a public place. Same thing with like pointing a camera. Like the whole stop that happened where the German cop was like, "Oh, you want to take a picture?" and detain him for taking a picture of a dead body on the side of the road. We literally have special tarps to protect the person's privacy, right? If
And
they're
big
deceased.
red trucks.
So we have a way of doing that because I have no way of stopping them from recording anything. Right? What's the difference between that and the dude's camera on his bicycle?
Right.
That captured the last call we just did. I don't. That's a stretch to make them think that they would need a warrant for that, if not just complete out of
We
nowhere.
put pole cams up all the
All the
time.
time. It doesn't require a warrant. Might require approval because it's a city asset, but like they're not wiretapping his phone.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's weird.
To convince a judge that there was probable cause to execute a search warrant. The main issue in this case was police setting up mounted pole cameras surrounding his house, monitoring him 24/7 for over 18 months without a search warrant. Was this considered a
didn't
search,
search anything.
under the 4th Amendment of the United States Constitution?
What did they search?
Instead of getting a warrant and showing up at his front door, investigators decided to go to Mr. Tuggle's home.
So the only way I could see this maybe requiring a search warrant is if they're trying to look inside of his windows.
Right.
Or if they're utilizing, I know this case law has come up with
But it said
thermal imaging.
his coming and going, so I assume it's just the exterior.
If what they used to articulate the warrant was actually like using thermal, which is actually penetrating where he thinks he might have reasonable, like what's it called?
Expectation of privacy.
Thank you. Then I could see it because now you're searching. You're going past just, effectively like a cursory search or whatever, but like you're not.
But a pole cam could. The
That's what
same thing could be done by putting a patrol officer outside your home
with like binoculars.
Not even binoculars. They could park
just, like,
right in front of your house,
Just look through your
on a
windows.
public street. Yep.
Yeah, it
A
says
pole cam is doing exactly the same thing.
First 2 cameras viewed the front of Tuggle's home and an adjoining parking area. Third camera viewed the outside of his home, but primarily captured a shed owned by his co-conspirator and co-defendant. So it doesn't look like, I mean, maybe the one facing the front of his home could maybe see in his windows, but the other ones were like parking area and shed. So I don't know.
That'd be curtilage at best, but you're still seeing the outside of said curtilage.
Yeah.
And install 3 cameras.
I'm not normally I get down with shit like this, but this one I think they're really
playing it?
stretching.
I want to see what he's trying to say.
He's asking if it falls under a search.
Yeah. Because I guess
That's all he said.
That's the case is US v. Tuggle.
No, I'm saying, but like there was just more to it. I was just gonna say.
No, it restarted.
Oh, no, it restarted already.
It restarted.
Yeah. So he ended.
He
with,
said, "Is this a search?"
Oh, hell no. In no universe. No, hell
under
no.
the Fourth Amendment
Is
of
it
the United
considered a search?
Okay. Yeah. So the issue is going to be you're going somewhere, a search, and you can look up, I guess, the statute for it, but it is going to be somewhere where you can't readily see. Like plain view isn't done as a search.
Right.
Plain view is I'm standing somewhere I'm lawfully able to be and then can see something. Unaided, I can see something. That's going to be my beef with him trying to pull up the legal definition for a search. Step bro.
No, this is not an actual case. It's just what they're calling it.
And here is your allowance, boys. Go nuts. Whoa, easy.
That's not even a case.
Like, yeah, no, there's not like an actual.
On fish hook.
Maybe I need to do like a space here. Here it is. United States v. Tuggle. Did it get?
I want to see
adjudicated here.
7th Circuit.
After the denials of his motions to suppress, he pled guilty. 7th Circuit affirmed.
You guys were selling meth.
Government used commonplace technology located where officers were lawfully entitled to be and captured events observable by any observable or ordinary passerby.
Yeah.
Did not invade an expectation of privacy that society would be prepared to accept as reasonable. The prolonged, uninterrupted use of poll cameras did not constitute a Fourth Amendment search. Okay, so it's just he's clickbaiting straight up.
Yeah.
Because this even went to appeal, and the 7th Circuit said
the 7th Circuit affirmed it's not a search.
Right. It's not a search. Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm saying is like it just wouldn't constitute. The only thing I could see is maybe if they had to use like a drone to actually like go over his property. Like let's say you had acreage, right?
Right.
Like in his backyard, maybe.
That's what I'm. No, but I'm saying like
be a
it
little
would have
different,
to be
I think.
something I can't see from the curb,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like the curb I'm allowed to be in, but if I had to go like half an acre into his property and then hover a drone, like then I could see it.
Well, okay, in that case, what about just, I mean, if you need to be able to look, so let's say he's got a regular like wooden fence as opposed to like a chain link fence. If you're using a drone to look over his fence into his backyard.
So if I
how
had
does
to
that
make
qualify?
if I had to make the reasonableness argument for this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does he have a utility pole close enough to his house that he's using
That's
it?
what they were mounted on.
That's what they were using, yeah.
If an electrician had to work on that utility pole, would he be able to see that?
Put up a ladder and he would climb up and he'd
Kinda what
be
I'm
at that height.
Same thing if I had a second story on my house. Now, if he had like a 40-foot fence, maybe. You might say, well, it's such a tall fence and this thing's tucked in such a specific way to be obstructed that I'm having to either breach the like observable place from outside.
I really bet this was
that's a big stretch.
I bet this was a 2-story house at best, no fence or a chain link fence.
Yeah.
And they put these on the utility poles 8 to 10 feet up, and it is what it is.
Little Duck, thank you also for the super chat.
Little Duck.
Here's some of the tips I got at work today. How did you earn these tips? Yeah, this is clickbaity.
Yeah.
Give him a downvote.
This is
Give him
the
a dislike.
yeah. I do
You know
like
you
the
should copy the link. Copy the link to that case.
Oh
Put it
yeah.
in the
Right? Yeah, no, I do love doing this. Is one of my favorite things to do on the internet.
And
is
then
just
just
like
put not a
case law.
search.
Not a search.
And that's gonna be great because they're gonna be so mad by the name.
Good
Only
luck
Cops
trying again.
telling you not a search with the like you're a lawyer, you know. You
Also,
already
what a
know.
good pause.
Yeah. We're a minute.
This is
We're a
great.
minute society.
All right, I'm gonna stay for one more video.
Yeah. Let's see. What do we want to do? That's too long. Do we want to do another vintage one? Do we want to do another workout one? Or San Diego 1978 female police officers? Self-defense?
The
Which
third
was-
one. The third one on the left. Go all the way to the left.
Oh, left.
1, 2, 3. There.
Self-defense and disarmament? Vintage?
Let's
Oh,
do
that
it.
seems long, but whatever.
Oh, yeah, that one's
We
like
can
18
skip
minutes long.
around.
LAPD?
He's talking about white sturgeon and leopard show.
No, but that last video does play into my point of like we need to do a rights academy because it's like everybody goes, I know my rights, but do you actually? Probably not. Because every comment in that was like, that's a violation of my privacy, blah blah blah, and it's like,
No, it's
according
not.
to case law, it's not, and case law is what decides whether or not your rights are being violated. not your
Those would be
plain
good
reading of the
videos.
Constitution.
Those would be good videos just for engagement because everyone would argue with us. They're gonna use the safe way technique.
Safe rap.
Safe rap.
Safe rap. Bro's doing way too much.
I'll tell you what, for like the 60s, these guys are
During
pretty
World War
fat.
II, there was great emphasis placed upon training, and many of the nation's
That's about as buff as you could get.
wrestlers were enlisted to instruct recruits in the manly
Oh, that
art
guy's
of self-defense.
back.
Yeah.
For many years, police officers have been using this science in their
Yeah, easy,
everyday
bro.
Oh,
with the
that was-
limitation of being
Their bones were built different back then.
Keith, is this what you got trained on?
Yeah, no, I've done that once a few times.
I knew it.
brutality. Our work is further complicated in that many of the suspects.
That's funny. These are the dudes that just got home from World War II and decided to become cops.
Mhm.
You
Oh, yeah, 1949. You're right.
You imagine this guy's like came from the Pacific Theater.
They
and he was
did. I
over there,
guarantee you they did.
gripped in hand-to-hand combat, and he's like, I
guarantee
killed
you, dude.
80 people with my bare hands, like police trying to
1949.
some drunk asshole who was like a typist the whole time.
Yeah, these dudes got out and they were like, "What can I do to serve my country? I'll go be a police officer."
Not the one.
They probably couldn't adjust to peacetime. They're like, I got to get into some kind of scrap.
Yeah, you're probably right about
They
that.
were probably fighting other vets who also same thing, except
yes.
they joined a gang instead.
Yes, because those dudes, that was daily violence for years.
Mm-hmm.
The elbow, groin, and the knee.
There goes Jacob. He's like, grab his dick and twist it.
Physical development.
Leverage techniques.
Elbows don't bend that way.
Point will offset
Good job.
any advantage of size or strength which may be present.
In the throat.
Throat punch.
Bro, they're getting after it.
Tickle that Adam's apple a little bit.
Is vital as the first fundamental
Heel
of
hooks are
training in
devastating,
self-defense.
dude. A heel hook done well, because your foot gets planted. Also, a foot stomp sucks.
Anything where my knee might bend
Certain
backwards, I don't
holds
like.
are easily broken because of the comparative weakness of the thumb.
I've seen a. It was I can't remember which
Turn of
World
the
Cup it
wrist
was, but
or
it was
the will always
I think it was Honduras versus Mexico, and the guy tries to like these two guys try to like basically slam into a Mexican player, but they slam into each other instead. Dude's
Dumb.
knee bent straight back. I'm talking like
Patty Mayo is legit.
like Gumbied. It was horrifying to see. Like, ooh, that's all I can think of.
be effective in obtaining relief from a one-handed grip. Where two-handed grips are used, it is only
better.
necessary to bring your other hand into play to apply additional leverage, always toward the opponent's
Oh, I learned that in karate.
Hell yeah.
That's my yellow belt technique.
Still applicable
Mm-hmm.
to this day.
That was literally like if you get grabbed, this is like one of the first things we got taught. That's how
Juan,
to get out of that.
you must have been dehydrated if your belt was
throttle
yellow.
hold may be
Yeah.
broken by an upward thrust of your arm held in the shape of
Yeah,
a
the
give me
graduation
that
ceremony
one.
was us peeing on our white belt so that it would turn yellow.
may be followed through with a knee to the groin.
See, one gets it.
Go ahead, get after it, dog.
Groin
Ooh,
strike.
There's your leverage.
Effective. I haven't seen anything that I would argue with here yet.
Here's what can happen when
The finger wagging I
Nightcop
would argue with.
85 finally has a comment that I agree with. He said he wants to see Patty Mayo try and put me or Josh in cuffs.
That'd be
Good
fun.
luck. Good luck.
Collab.
If I would allow for gloves and headgear and still probably find a way to hurt that guy.
Yeah. I would use
sign
that.
the waiver.
I'd use that knee to the groin strike.
Find the waiver. Wear a cup, dog.
causing the officer not only
Be funny. He'd OC me and he's like, I was born in this. I ain't scared. But the vomit in your face.
bodily injury.
Don't square up to people.
Oh, you're
fucking
dead.
Done.
95% of all men are right-handed.
You're dead.
The correct approach is to step to the right
Blade
side of
him,
the suspect
yeah.
prior to questioning him.
Look at that. He's already getting him in that like one arm drag kind of pull.
Elbow and
Yeah.
He's ready to
material of his
pinch.
coat or other garment, so as to be
Ow,
able
my
to pull him off
weenus.
balance if any act is pimp.
Good job. Yeah, that would work.
Of course, if he insists, raising your right
Punch
knee
back.
You can also just hold his head like this while he swings wildly.
You know, Keith goes sweet the
turns away
leg.
or
It
jerks
happens.
his arm free, you are then behind him.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Position to apply a rear
oh, he's not going to do the whole whoop.
There it is.
Yeah. That's
Be in ours, baby.
If he
It'll work.
anticipates your intention and turns to the right, grab his clothing with your right hand, leaving your left hand free to
What if
apply
he's
the hold.
shirtless?
This would work. Yeah, I mean, you kind of just, I guess,
You
declamp the
grab
back
the
of the
hairs.
What if he's shirtless and covered in baby oil?
Carelessly caught off
Hey, you
guard.
clench and have a good time.
Maybe.
In the
Like trying
proper
to clinch a seal.
watch the suspect's arm or tip off of defensive moves.
That's going to be the other Patty Mayo video.
There's a video we
Apply
should
pressure
make.
behind the knees and throw his opponent to the ground.
I'll get him baby oil for you, Bill. That'd be the most fair. It'd be me and baby oil, and you try to put me back.
After years of trying,
I would super hydrate and
That's
be
members
doing
only.
like emu oil like the whole time.
That's legit members only.
I'm
you gotta be like a 6-month member to watch that
This
video.
this is legit. This is like a modified
Yeah, that's
Kimura.
pretty good.
him, he may be easily controlled and led to a wall or any vertical object for hand.
I'm not mad about this so far.
My shoulder hurts.
Oh, that's a good control technique.
It would hurt though. My shoulder hurts looking at it, but
Hey, guess what? People got hurt when they resisted arrest back then.
yeah, that's true.
A dangerous suspect prior to a thorough search of his person.
Get his stuff.
Filming day. I'll show
he
you a
gave
better
up.
one than this.
Note the position of the officer's right
You're gonna do it to
foot,
Josh because you
ready
might
to
tear
grip
my
the
shoulder.
suspect.
Yeah, I've been stretching.
I'll stand up on a chair or something to take care of you, Bill.
You're standing on a chair. It sounds like I'm gonna take care of you.
Yeah.
Engaging the vulnerable bend of
See,
the
look,
elbow.
prone him out. Look at that.
It's pretty good.
No problem here. Is that I can sit here and cause you pain for as long as I need to. You tell me when you want to. I also notice he's putting his knee on his hip. That's
Yeah.
to keep him from getting up.
And is right above his elbow there on his back of his shoulder.
Wait, not on
That's
his
it.
neck? Not supposed to put it
Yeah,
on the neck?
crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very effective.
It's almost like it's taught that way and it has been for several years.
Years.
It's crazy.
Decades.
Previously demonstrated
And then he just waits for the second officer to come over to do the safe wrap, correct?
Yeah. He's like, he'll come eventually.
Yeah, need somebody for the legs.
I have no beef with the. Oh, that would be. Ooh, on concrete, that
one's
would
not
be.
good.
That would be rough. Okay, I don't know about this one.
So you do that
Dude,
one
he's
straight onto a
fighting.
curb?
No, see, hey, someone's died from getting tased and hitting.
Yeah,
the curb.
especially
Mhm.
LAPD. It's a fucking concrete
Mhm.
jungle, dude.
You're hitting
So
a
here,
car on the way down?
also real quick, my only beef is I would actually,
Touching his dick.
if you're one, he's touched his dick. Two,
Night cop's gonna get aroused.
if you're already here, just go full mount, or actually do your whole leg, like your whole shin across their waist to keep them from getting up. This is not going to be as effective. They can roll out of this. That's my first beef I've seen so far. That's not bad though. Better than the safe wrap. Did he grab
Where's
his dick?
Jacob's? Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, I'm trying to find Jacob's comment to pin it.
I don't know how I feel about the knee step.
Continuing pressure on this ball.
I'm not saying it wouldn't
It's a
work.
little-
It would work.
worse, but it
Talk about a torn ACL.
might cause a little.
Oh, you don't need a lot of. I've done this as pranks for
Shattered-
people.
Like a
and it's-
shattered patella. You know what I mean? Like
You tear your ACL, MCL, and patella tendon.
this is a.
You need full reconstructive surgery on your knee. Well, he's fine.
There's Keith like, hey, well, don't resist, okay?
But it is not recommended as a general practice,
Oh, that's
as it places the suspect
jacking you up.
momentarily behind the officer.
Yeah, that's
That's like a judo throw almost.
that's a broken back.
Oh, there you go. Twist
Now he's
it.
touching his own dick.
Twist it.
Note that the right hand is used to guide him. as
I don't know how I feel about
he is
this.
falling forward to
There
break
it
the hold.
is. Thank you, Jacob.
Here's what can happen when
You did another one.
2-on-1. I've seen these videos before.
Oh, they're gonna safe wrap the officer.
They wipe their hands.
Person for questioning. warning, it is vital that he stay on the extreme
Punch the
right
first one on the
and
wiener.
keep the one man between him and the second suspect.
Actually, this is not bad advice here, to be honest.
No, that's pretty good actually.
I like the.
Oh yeah, and you know what? That is a deadly force encounter.
Yeah.
Is a diff-
I do like the second suspect not understanding he could just go the other way.
Yeah.
He
I do
could
like
also just leave.
Yeah.
No, but this cop addresses that. Hey, this guy needs to be on the ground, and the
Yeah.
second guy, I'm not fighting.
Right.
The second guy's getting the business. He's getting the big iron.
It really was back then.
Yeah.
He also didn't try to do it while holding on to the first guy.
Yep.
Which would have been
Cleared.
bad.
Yeah, he cleared and backed up.
Training female suspect is a difficult one.
It's propriety.
Usually happens with something like this.
These are detectives.
Yeah, because patrol officers would never detain female suspects.
No, never.
Not in 49.
He tried to offer her a smoke first, and she said no.
Choice but to submit.
So this is
That's a criminal
not
offense.
consensual.
Yeah.
Whoa, dude. Watch the hands.
Easy. It's a demonstration. Chill, dog.
I just noticed how squishy the floor is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's all padded.
Yeah.
Well, what have we here?
You just badge him.
He seems
Yeah.
cooperative enough. The lady has other plans. Sorry, pal, but this could go on all
Hold
night.
him hostage.
I thought he threw a punch at the lady.
Well, old buddy's getting back up for sure.
I tell you what,
Free to ward off fight.
you fight like a legit, like corn-fed chick from like Kansas or Louisiana.
Yeah. Good luck.
Well, there's also some Latinas there,
Mm-hmm.
built from my genetics, dog. There's some aggressive females.
Oh, the small ones that just are full of rage.
Yes.
What's what
You can
sucks?
see it in their
Ten out of
sharp
10.
nails.
They 10 out of 10 it, and they don't give up. That's the problem. They don't get tired. They don't give up.
The strangleholds are dangerous and cannot be broken through strict adherence to Marcus of Queensville.
6 years to
There you
the
go.
Yep. Boom.
The officer is
He
justified
elbowed him off the ground.
Hey, side mount.
where the suspect is the aggressor.
Unintentional
and has the
side
advantage
Oh,
of
the
the
tie.
the
They made it for a
class
tie.
A. The class A is
Twist
getting you.
There you go.
Right there.
Legit.
We need to make fun of Chris. See?
Same is true
You're
of
worried
clumsy
about
and
stretchy radio
broken
mics when a
barrel.
tie could kill you.
Yeah.
There's
Oh, my
There's a lot of
dude.
crotch stuff in
That
this
was a good
video.
one.
That was a good one.
Man, it works.
I would say that was effective.
If the officer's arms are pinioned, he may use
His
knuckles
lack of
to
situational
advantage
awareness,
in
though.
breaking the hold.
Yes.
Staring at the ground.
Break his fingers.
He said, "Bro, he's grabbing your gun."
100%. You're also
Yes.
getting punched.
Not like he has a retention holster.
His arms are able to use this alternate method. In all instances, following through with the knee drop. to the
That's
lower
pretty
leg.
good.
That's pretty good. I'd say that would work. You're probably going with him, but
Even better because you're going to land on top
Two
of him.
methods
Yeah.
of defense against swinging fists are shown
Oof.
and are equally effective.
Trying to sweep the leg?
I'm not saying
That's
it would
gonna-
work. It's just, bro.
Oh, I learned that one too.
Yeah?
That was also
Yeah, that's a
karate.
good one.
It's
We
like a
actually learned that
modified-
one for if someone's attacking you with a knife to like disarm
Oh,
them.
really?
Yeah,
Well, the
when they
whole
like when they
idea here
stand
is to
forward.
isolate- You're isolating
Yeah,
folks.
makes sense.
Mhm. Yeah, and then how to like get it out of their hand. Damn,
That
I learned
makes
some
sense.
stuff.
You know how I disarm a person with a
The
knife?
officer has
A
been
gun.
held to the ground.
Yeah, I take their life.
Keep his feet between his body and the opponent.
And that's why you'll never be a Japanese cop, Josh.
Exactly. I wouldn't make it, dog.
You'd never make it.
I would never make it.
You could be a Brazilian cop, though.
You could absolutely be a Brazilian cop.
Concentrate on grabbing one foot
Wouldn't make it in
while
Japan, but
the
I'd make it in
weight on the
Brazil.
other. Then
I'm probably like
follow the
6
opponent's
months worth of
leg
working out. I'll be there.
by dropping the knee on the suspect's
Well,
ankle.
that is the thing. Those guys were yoked.
Oh, that would have hurt so
I'll send you to the
bad.
right doctor and we can turn it into 3.
I was about to say, it'd be 2.5. I'm not really motivated.
Suspect. Always lie
Pause it
with
real
your
quick.
body-
Keith,
Yes, sir.
tell me I'm wrong. What they're not showing is how tuned up you'd get if you fought a cop back then.
It's yeah. I used a lot of this stuff.
Do you really?
And they started teaching when I was in corrections before I could go out on the street. They started
I believe
we did this all the time.
I've seen literally only one technique that I'd be like, well, I don't know. The rest of it, I'm like, it would work. It just you're hurting people.
Yeah, I mean the head slam, yeah, but the rest of it,
the rest of it's pretty legit. Most of this is I would see as not excessive, especially if they're assaultive in nature. I think that this is going to be considered excessive.
Yeah.
But there are safer technique, both for you and then for the person you're administering force to.
Yeah.
I'm here for it though. Keep playing it. But these guys are definitely getting tuned. Like once they're apprehended, they're getting tuned up.
Yeah, they're gonna get
They're getting beat in handcuffs.
Yeah.
Your weight plus the leverage
pretty good.
That's legit.
prevents the suspect from
Better than the safe tuck or
your high
whatever.
position deprives him of
Safe wrap.
his arm.
Safe rep. This is side mount. I
The
mean,
cop threw an elbow.
like boy,
If the officer is on the bottom, his
You got a left hand?
be to get both hands free and together for additional leverage and
he put himself in a rear naked choke. That might work.
On purpose.
Yeah, on purpose.
If you have no chin, it's really useful.
True.
This is where I'm curious what they think they can get away with
I'm
here.
gonna see if they do. Oh, this
Shoot
is
'em.
dust.
There is a moment of indecision during
Dust, yeah.
That's pretty dust.
He hit his hip before he even got to the
You have
gun.
the advantage of selecting the exact instant in which to make your move.
Yeah, I
It's
don't.
not
yeah.
gonna work.
Don't buy this.
I could see it working if you're like good at sleight of hand, so you can distract their eyes to look at
You're
you
like,
right.
look up here.
Yeah.
And then you go, whoop.
Yeah, if you got some like Canelo Alvarez hand speed, maybe you get away with this. But like, I don't know if you're doing this in the wild.
Speed and agility are of the utmost.
No, you're gonna end up like the Instagram reel
Mhm.
where you're at the gates of heaven.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, from
I think
behind, I
too-
don't see it happening.
I don't know that anybody's trying to rob a cop. I think you're just getting smoked. Like this scenario would not happen.
He's dressed in plain clothes though, so maybe you just think he's a dude.
Oh, like as a detective or undercover.
Yeah.
Also, but you got to remember, like back then,
Do not telegraph
there was more
your
mutual
intentions by any
respect.
movement of
I'll
your
buy that.
eyes Or change of expression.
I tell you what, though, that revolver goes off.
Oof.
All that escaping gas, you're gonna have a bad day.
Mm.
If approached from the rear, first determine in which hand the
Throw it
suspect
back.
holds the firearm.
Throw
When
that
you make
thing
your
back.
move, work fast and with all the strength you can
Yeah,
muster.
you're gonna have to move faster
To
than that,
master
though.
this technique takes lots
Well,
of
it's slow
practice,
mo.
but it
I
may
know,
save
but
your life.
You'd have to go full speed.
Even at full speed.
Also, this gets defeated literally by an extra foot of space.
Yeah.
You are pink mist if this is your scenario. You drop dog. You give this man whatever he wants.
Why does he keep coming up? I guess back in those days, they just wanted to really put. They still had the musket mentality, where like if I'm
Boom,
too
you're
far
dead.
away, the bullet's
Yeah.
gonna go
Yeah.
off to the side.
That's a bad day at the office, right?
Boom, you're dead.
Yeah, you're deceased. You're probably also
Reverse
smoking
twist,
that guy.
followed by a step through and a full turn will throw the suspect.
That one I buy if you have hands on the gun.
You're fighting over it. Yeah, like he's reaching
Yeah,
for
if you're fighting over it, the step through would work. I think.
Bro,
Decide which way to turn.
dead.
Dead. Yeah, you're dead.
Yeah, you're a goner, dude.
You're a donut.
Chief methods of attack with a knife.
You are legit a
Underhand,
donut.
overhand,
The donut
and
holes in the
center
wall.
thrust. In the first two,
The knife I could see.
Maybe.
suspect forward momentum and
Yeah.
This seems a little bit more. Yeah.
If you can catch it,
exactly.
that
If
would
you
work.
catch
Willing
the
to take a
hand, this
couple
would work.
cuts.
This would work. Yeah.
Yeah, that was it's very similar to what I was. This is like that's not what I was.
This
taught.
no. This big no. You're getting
No,
fucked
we
up.
were catching the hand and then we were like taking the knife out.
I can see that.
Not doing fists because you can't control that arm.
Nope,
Yeah,
not
you
doing
need to
that.
have
Not doing
a
that.
clamp on the arm.
That's too fancy.
Yeah. You're asking too much out of this.
Also, the other thing we were taught was you would grab the hand and then you would push on the elbow because creating that pain on the elbow where you can snap it
or break
is
the
part
arm.
of what you're. Yeah, exactly. And
You're
it's
either
like, that's
causing
what
pain or
you're-
breaking the arm. Yeah.
Mhm. That'll make him drop the knife.
Looney Tunes taught me to put my finger in the barrel. You know what? You know what's funny? It probably would cause a malfunction or banana the barrel. You'd be losing your hand, but
you'd live.
You probably wouldn't die from it. What?
It said breaks and holds for this one, I think.
A smart opponent knows that his free hands may be used to break any hold of this type.
Mm-hmm. Bro, my freaking martial arts experience finally coming in handy.
Only when he can apply
Who knew, Juan?
I know. Bro, he'd be grabbing your gun. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd grab your gun and shoot you in the head with it.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be so quick you wouldn't even know what
So
happened.
they still teach this gooseneck to this day.
This,
This
yes.
gooseneck hurts
Yeah.
like a lot.
It's a good escort technique.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you got Kimura. That was the Uno reverse card right there. I know. Not there for that. Yeah, you're gonna get. Yeah, you deserve that.
The
You
kick.
deserve that kick.
He kicked him. That was awesome.
That's a good one. That one hurts. Nah, dude, I don't know if you really had that thing on there, he's probably not kicking you like.
Also, you're not just gonna stand there while he tries to step through you. You're gonna move.
I buy the elbow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Buy that.
There you go.
Legit.
What a punch, dude.
He still
He
lost
still
it.
ended up losing.
Slap him in the face. Assert dominance.
Decent clinch. Yeah.
He said assert dominance.
That's what criminals respect.
So he's gonna turn his hips out and turn towards the officer here. Oh no,
You
he's
don't
going
need to.
full on. Yeah.
Well, when you weigh 130 pounds,
Back in those days, everybody could just flip
Yeah,
you over their head.
Hey, eat higher processed foods. It helps make you harder to flip.
Or just just with your vest and your like full equipment nowadays, it would probably just that's enough to not make this
Complex
happen.
cars, baby.
I'd lose so much equipment.
That topple would suck though. What's their solution here?
Shoot him.
So one day we'll invent.
There is none, apparently. You're just getting flipped.
I think they were
just saying to be careful.
I think the point was like make sure you have a good hold, or this could happen.
Mm-hmm.
Here, a class of recruit officers learns the various holds and
These
restraining
white
methods
pants.
outlined
They're
in
like
this
bell bottoms.
That way they know if you pee yourself.
You have a yellow stain
Yeah.
out of a yellow belt.
I am not.
I like that one, dude. I like it. It just looks so funny.
You earmark this. We're gonna try these, Bill.
Yes,
dude.
Let's
Let's try
100%.
that one and see if we can handcuff one
That's what
arm
I'm
to
getting
the
at.
other
Yeah, like,
leg,
oh,
so you're just stuck.
Dude,
You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like you can get out of that. I got long arms. I feel like I can get out of that. I'll allow myself to be handcuffed.
I think it'd be tough.
I can get on my
it'd be
back.
harder. I think it'd be harder than you think.
Maybe.
You're gonna have a lot of hip mobility.
Oh, I didn't think about that. You're right.
Because even with your long arms, if it's here and this one goes back and around you,
We're about to.
you've
We're
got to
about
get
to
you've got to get like around your leg.
international patent pending.
Oh, I know where I could do it.
The dick cuff.
I'm
torso's too
telling you
long.
right now, I couldn't do it.
My torso's too long. I literally just did it on my seat, and I'm like, oh hell no.
I'm 80% torso anyway. So.
Yeah, even just compressed like this, I'm like, ain't no way, because my wrists
Anyway.
are already too far together.
That's our hot take on policing. Thank you guys that for those of you that hung out with us. We'll be back to regular, hopefully not choppy and 1080p.
Well, this worked fine with theater mode. I don't know what the hell it is about full screen that breaks our stream. I might
we
just
will
do a
be
different
doing
browser next time.
Yeah, body cam breakdown. Then it'll be really, really cool if you guys would like to be part of both the after party and or further decisions on the stuff that or conversations that we have about content that we do here. You can join the Discord group by either going through a membership program through YouTube or our Patreon group for as little as $1 a month. It gives you direct access to said Discord. Thank you, Dad, for sharing the link. I want to thank everybody that hung out with us, real and fictitious. And remember, kids, training is only good as the instructor, and none of it matters if you're a shitty student, because that'll put you pretty far back. Running over weights,
sit-ups,
and for sure sit-ups. Like I play, if you could do planks, pull-ups, push-ups, and lunges,
squats and
10 minutes of burpees
all
minimum.
of that stuff. Like, do you imagine? Just
Yeah,
fucking
dude, move your body.
Yeah,
That's my goal.
Yeah, if you're doing those, I think you're kind of crushing it.
Strength training is a great. Yeah.
I really think
It's a great add-on.
Where strength training gives you the plus on stuff is it's what turns a losing fight into a winning fight. Yeah. I think that's really where strength training can be very beneficial, because all things being equal, training, getting the surprise on them, and all of that stuff, the one thing when you just have to kind of muscle your way through it, is strength. You can't deny strength is that leverage, right? Yeah. Cardio will keep you calm, and we talked about like your heart rate getting high and all that kind of stuff, but like there are times where you just and especially like we were spoiled because we're 200-pound men. There were fights that just didn't happen. You know what I mean? The second you went hands on with somebody, they were like, "I have a grown man grabbing me. I am just gonna not get tuned up
the
today."
way you grab someone can also dictate how a fight's gonna go.
Yeah, I had many a people throwing the MFers and all of this stuff up, and then the second we went hands on, he was like, "Oh, he is not the one."
Just playing, dog. Just playing.
Yeah, we're just hey, I'm straight. We're cool. Yeah, that definitely happened. So yes, we are going to be doing an after party. I will hang out with you guys here. Juan got caught doing the finger guns. Bro, Chris doesn't miss anything. Shout out to War Crime Chris. But anyways, I'll go hang out with you guys in the after party. I have to go take a leak because these all of this water I'm having to drink is going right through me. But outside of that, I do love you all. We will see the rest of you guys on Thursday, and hopefully apparently the SWAT episode is going to be coming out next. We don't know when. Sweet. It'll be soon, but you guys will find out more about that if you subscribe to this channel, because we do this stuff every single week.
Juan, I love that comment.
Juan being pussy?
Yes.
No. Juan being
being sassy.
Anyways, I'll see the rest of you guys here in a little bit.
All right.
Oh, bye-bye.
Peace.
Guys. Next. Hold on, I gotta hit him with the next.
Next.
He said I have it. What do I have?